Crew doesn't just walk right in and make a sub. We're there early, slicing veggies, baking bread, grilling bacon. Then we walk right in and make a sub, because freshly prepared ingredients make a sub above.
Introducing Tommy Club, the best car wash value anywhere. Starting at just $19.99 a month, you can wash your car as often as you like, and also take advantage of our express lanes exclusively for Tommy Club members. You can enjoy a gentle belt conveyor ride to a spot-free shine faster and as often as you like when you're a member of Tommy Club. Plus, our vacuums and mat washers are always free. We're Tommy's Express.
Tommy's Express Wash, now open on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road in Greenville.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
In studio today with Tony Edwards from AG Home Solutions. And Tony, you love to help people remodel spaces or even do new construction.
We do, and we also can help people find financing when they want to do projects like this. And so we partner with folks like Joey Barrow with Annie Mac Mortgage.
And Joey's in studio with us as well. And Joey, people have a lot of financing questions to be able to help reach the home of their dreams, whether it's remodel or new construction.
No matter how large or small the project may be, we have options for you. Even if you have credit concerns, we provide guidance to help you get the home of your dream or turn the home that you currently have into the home of your dream.
Joey, how can folks get up with you?
You can call us today at 917-8400, or you can go to our website at greenville.annie-mac.com.
And Tony, what about if people have renovation questions? How can they get up with AG Home Solutions?
You can contact us at 947-2526 or check out our website at aghomesolutions.com.
Thanks again to Tony Edwards from AG Home Solutions and Joey Barrow from Annie Mac Mortgage joining us today.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Warren's Hot Dogs, 2 locations are open for business in Greenville and Chocowinity. Both locations have drive-through windows, so stop by today for hot dogs, pizzas, subs, apple and peach turnovers, homemade lemonade, and breakfast in Chocowinity, featuring homemade cheese, ham, and chicken biscuits, plus sausage dogs and more. Warren's in Greenville, across from Ron Ayers Motorsports, and in Chocowinity, next to the fire department. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
You can paint this one purple!
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, and you're listening to Pirate Radio on one of many different places, like 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. 1250, 930. We are live online, pr927fm.com. We are available to view on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Check us out on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. Just posted a Cliff Godwin video earlier today, and he was not happy after the performance on Tuesday, hoping for a better one today as his Pirates get set to take on the Cincinnati Bearcats, day 2 of the AAC tournament, and it is elimination day for the Pirates and the Bearcats. One team will advance, one team will go home. If it's Cincinnati, they will prepare for their off season. If it's East Carolina, they will have to wait to see if their name is called when the regional sites are announced this weekend. So a lot on the line today between the Pirates and the Bearcats. We'll talk about that. We will talk a lot of other topics as well with the voice, Jeff Charles, who joins us coming up in about 15 minutes. We will visit with the voice later on in hour number 1. Hour 2, Mark Greenhalgh from the Golf Shop Radio Show will join us to talk about the unbelievable scene down at Kiowa Island on Sunday. Phil Mickelson winning the PGA Championship. We got the Bryce and DeChambeau, Brooks Koepka rivalry going. We'll talk HV3. All of a sudden, a lot to talk about in the golf world, and we'll do that with Greeny coming up at 4 o'clock. Around 4:20, we'll talk to Brooks Hill, former Pirate Radio intern, our resident Caniac. He was at PNC Arena last night and saw the Canes win in overtime, knocking off Nashville 3-2 to take a 3-2 series lead. And they can close it out tomorrow late night against Nashville. That's a 9:30 face-off at Bridgestone Arena. We'll talk a lot of Canes hockey coming up in hour 2 of today's show. Got a fun hour 3 planned as Bryce Williams joins us in the Pirate Radio studios. And we will make a phone call out to Tony Dunn, CarolinaCatChronicles.com, usually a Friday guest. But we will have a best-of show coming up on Friday. So we will talk to Tony today. The Julio Jones news, the Panthers doing, what are we calling those? Voluntary workouts, I guess, going on right now across the league. So talk Sam Darnold, Julio Jones, and anything else going on in the NFL briefly with Tony. And then a little trivia. It is trivia night at AJ McMurphy's. Come on out. Enjoy a good dinner. You get dinner and a show, and you get to compete in trivia, and you get to watch some playoff hockey and hoops and Major League Baseball. A lot of fun coming up tonight at AJ's. But before we get there, we're going to play a little trivia here on Pirate Radio. I got 4 categories. It'll be Chandler, Shirley, and Bryce Williams competing. NFL, ECU football, country music awards, and North Carolina counties are the categories. We will see how Chandler, Shirley, and Bryce Williams handle those categories. And, oh, yeah, we'll make you a winner coming up in hour 3 with our Pirate Radio giveaway. We'll open up the booty bag. All right, Chandler and Shirley looking very colorful today in Studio B. The big dog Glenn Griffin here as well, wearing the Atlanta Braves hat. And we're going 3 wide around turn 4.
3 wide Daytona action here.
As Glenn Griffin is here. Glenn, hello.
What's up, Bubba?
What's up?
Nothing. Just hanging out.
All right.
Just saying, I just wanted to do 3 wide shot again because it was so fun last time. I had no reason to do it this time.
Oh, okay. All right.
I just thought it was fun. I thought it was a different look.
I love the look of y'all kind of scrunched together in Studio B.
I think what it is that you like the idea of subordinates. I feel like it makes you think that you are above us in some fashion. That we're all huddled over here together doing your bidding.
And I got this beautiful room all
and
to
you got
myself.
the whole room to yourself over there just chilling.
I got 3 other chairs in here, but I can't offer.
You got a
one
flat
to
screen.
you. Yeah, I'm watching the game. Y'all got nothing going on. Now Ellerby's in there. Now it's 4-1. Man, I'm loving it. I'm loving life.
I got mail.
You've got mail.
I did.
Glenn, welcome back to the big dog, putting in the work. Chandler Honeycutt.
What's going on?
Blue Boy, Little Boy Blue, a.k.a. intern Chad.
Yep.
Shirley rocking the coral.
Yes, it's a kind of a bright coral.
A bright
Nice.
coral. Shirley's opening
done.
up mail live on the air. This is exciting.
Oh,
This should
sorry.
be a new segment. We bring in our mail, and we open it up.
It's from Jeff.
Wow, don't sound so disappointed.
No, it's Jeff. No, it's from Jeff Charles.
We're going to talk to him coming up in 15 minutes.
He sent me some mail.
You ripping open that envelope reminded me of the treasure chest.
Oh, man.
Man.
How many days away are we from that, Chandler?
Hold on. Man. Do we need to start a treasure chest countdown? Once we kick off against App State, then we start a countdown to the treasure chest?
This is exciting, folks. We are inside triple digits, 99 days away. Not to spoil it for later on in the show. But we are down to double digits between today and when we kick things off against App State coming up at Bank of America Stadium. And then the treasure chest will open up before you know it after that.
100% capacity.
That is correct.
Yeehaw!
That is correct. Will you be there, Chandler?
No, I will not.
I will
I will be in this building.
As will I.
Anybody else?
No, I'm gonna be here.
Shirley's going to be there. Glenn, where are you going to be? Glenn is trying to get back inside.
Oh, sorry.
The sandwich.
Do I need to move the
System
chair?
tried to
we need
block.
to spread the bread a little in
wide
there
here.
and let the meat get
Getting
in.
tight. Getting tight in turn 3.
You
we talking about the App State game?
Yeah.
I mean, there could be some Pirate Radio people in attendance.
Okay.
It just depends.
Yeah. Can we go live on location?
I mean, I feel like the 4 of us probably need to be around here, but I could be there for post-game purposes, maybe.
Oh, you're trying to get yourself there. I
don't want to go.
How about I give you, is there a way, can I do a 3-way call where I patch my cell phone in here? I give callers my cell phone number, and we do the 5th quarter that way.
Live from the stadium?
Yeah.
Live from the concourse at Bank of America?
Live from the Jerry Richardson statue.
Well,
Wait, we don't know where that is.
We have no idea.
At an underground location that we do not know of.
In parts unknown.
I'll talk to the people at WFNZ and see if we can do the pregame show at the Doghouse.
Like a borrow the studio type of situation.
Yeah.
Borrow some equipment, like yeah.
Pregame and postgame at the Doghouse.
Not a bad idea. All right, Shirley, you got Sometimes I just say a name and elongate it so I can stall a little bit to get my thoughts together. Do you have a minor league update for us?
I do. I have quite a bit, actually. It was a busy night for a lot of former Pirates. Jarrell Cotton got the start last night for the Round Rock Express. They lost to Tacoma last night 4-2. Jack Reinheimer had the night off for the Rainiers. Jarrell went 3 innings, allowed 2 runs on 2 hits, walked 2, and struck out 3. Last night was an interesting game between the Fort Wayne Tin Caps and the South Bend Cubs. Now, that features a couple of Pirates as well, or former Pirates, I should say. Dwanye Williams-Sutton plays for Fort Wayne. He was 2 for 3 last night. He walked 3 times, had an RBI, and even stole a base. Jake Washer was over. South Bend did get the win, 12-10, but that wasn't the story in this game, as an all-out brawl broke out in the middle of the game between the two, and one former Pirate was in the middle of it all.
I watched the video of this. So Jake Washer plays for the
South Bend Cubs.
The Cubs. There was a Cubs hitter that crossed home plate, was going to the dugout. Somebody said something to him, and things kind of got a little chippy. They were holding him back. So then the Cubs go out to the field. The Tin Caps batter strikes out, and I think Washer may have said something to him to get the whole ball rolling.
No, actually what it was is prior to all of that, Fort Wayne's pitcher, I believe, had a wild pitch or a pitch that got a little too close to one of the batters.
Okay.
And then there were some words exchanged. I believe it was that batter that ended up coming home to score later in the inning. And there was some jawing going back and forth. And then when the batter for Fort Wayne came up to the plate and struck out, he turned and looked at the pitcher and said something, and Jake Washer reacted to whatever the batter said.
And then this is what happened after that. We have the audio.
Now we've got Washer in the face of the batter. May on the bench is clear, and now punches are being thrown as now the benches are clear, and we have a brawl taking place right in front of the Fort Wayne dugout. Now this has been brewing after whatever was said to Zinn. Now a ball was just thrown by a Fort Wayne player. A ball was thrown by a Fort Wayne player.
Rob Dibble.
And we have a major scuffle. Zinn is now maybe going after the person that said something, and oh boy, we have all sorts of punches being thrown by multiple players. This is as serious of a situation as we've had at the ballpark in a long time, and this was 100% initiated by the Fort Wayne Tin Caps in the last half inning.
Homer radio there. Things got serious out there. There was seriously balls thrown. There was seriously punches thrown.
Yeah, there was a little bit of fighting going on.
I can see it
just
on your
a little
face.
bit.
For sure.
Oh,
For
yeah,
sure.
I'm pretty sure you could see some bruises on his face. There were some major blows being thrown in that
Did we
fight.
link to that video on our social media, Shirley?
Yes.
All right.
It's up on Twitter. You can see it for yourself.
At FreePR927FM on Twitter, you can see the video. It was worth it's worth a look.
And in Jake Washer's defense, Jake's Jake reacted to the batter, but then the batter shoved him, and then that pretty much started the whole fight. And that was,
Jake's a big boy. I mean, he was fighting. It's fine.
Did we ever see that kind of fire from Jake Washer when he was playing in Clark LeClaire?
I don't remember it. And I remember talking to him when we did our Pirate Radio Zoom rooms during COVID times.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, what a time to be alive. And he was a very laid-back dude. So whatever that was said was,
was enough to set him off.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It was an interesting night. South Bend gets the win. They're going to have to play each other again tonight, so we'll see if there's another fight that breaks out.
So Washer's team won the game.
But Jake did not register a hit.
Dewanye had the better individual night.
Mm-hmm.
So,
he had the better individual night.
There you go.
West Michigan Whitecaps, Bryant Packard went 1 for 4. His lone hit was a double. He also had an RBI. They beat the Lake County Captains 4-3. Trey Benton was in action last night for the Lynchburg Hillcats. The Hillcats lost to the Delmarva Shorebirds 7-3. Trey only pitched an inning, but he got 2 strikeouts in that one inning of work. And Spencer Brickhouse was in action last night as the Hillsboro Hops beat the Tri-City Dust Devils 5-3. He was 1 for 3 and also drew a walk in that game. And one Major League Baseball note, Jeff Hoffman is slated to start tonight for the Cincinnati Reds as they play Chandler's Washington Nationals. And Hoffman is 3-3 on the season. He is boasting a 4.31 ERA. First pitch is scheduled for 7:05 tonight.
All right. Don't hassle the Hoff. Do we have another dinger?
Connor Norby for the second straight day leads off with a home run.
Lead off Jimmy Jack for Connor Norby. What's the Tri-City team called, Shirley?
Dust Devils.
Glenn's favorite minor league team is the Quad City DJs. The Quad City DJ and
Quad City DJ.
When they hit a home run, they play the train, and all the players get behind each other and they ride the train. Last night in PNC Arena, it was rocking, especially when Marty Natchez went NHL 94 wraparound goal. And here's how that one sounded. Mike Maniscalco on the call.
Carolina stepping through the neutral zone. Good work. It's Natchez spinning around. He scores! Oh, we've seen that before, but this one is the biggest wraparound goal of Natchez's career. His second of the game ties it at 2.
That one tied it up in the third period, and then in overtime, Mike Maniscalco got to call the game winner.
Pesci wrists one right on Saros. Deflected by Saros. He scores! The captain ends it in overtime, and he's mobbed by his teammates, and this building's gone crazy.
That building will go even more crazy coming up for their next game, either Game 7 of Round 1 or Game 1 of Round 2, because they are adding even more seats available for you to sit in at PNC Arena. The number will go up to...
I know they're upping it to 15,000.
To 15,000 plus for either Game 7 or Game 1 of Round 2. So the Predators and Hurricanes are trying to one-up each other in the series and in attendance, because Nashville went up from around 12K to 14-ish K for this game coming up tomorrow night, and then the Hurricanes bounce them once again and say we're going to go 15 plus K. So slowly but surely that thing is filling up, and it was awesome last night. The Canes picking up the win in Game 5.
Yeah, and I am, playoff hockey, especially with the Hurricanes and the way that they're playing, is just fun to watch. I mean, I've never been one to watch. Now that I've been to a couple of Hurricanes games, I prefer to watch it in person rather than on TV. But I tell you what, the return of the crowd and how crazy PNC gets when the Canes play, that translates really well on television. It is fun to watch, the Canes play on TV, and that's saying something because they usually don't like to do that.
Steve Hill pointing out that Quad City DJs not only had a popular song called Come On Ride It, parentheses, the train, in parentheses, they also had a top 40 U.S. hit that was on this soundtrack? Big Dog is.
Big Dog's going to answer.
Space Jam.
Space Jam is correct. Well done.
Oh, wait a minute. Can we name the song? No, I can't name the song. I don't think.
It is called
Space Jam.
Oh! I should have known that. No, because you know what? I was
thinking. It is very similar to "Come On Ride the Train." It is like "Come On and Jam" the Space Jam. It is very similar.
It's pretty much the same thing.
It's the same song, different words.
They kiddied it down a little bit.
I will tell anybody on Earth that Space Jam is the most banging, like, clean record you'll ever hear.
It's
a good one for kids parties.
Yes,
let's Google it up.
Because hit 'em high, hit 'em high, and hit 'em low. That jam is something else.
As long as the singers are not singing live at the kids' party, because I Believe I Can Fly by R. Kelly.
No.
Oh, hey.
There was Monica for You I Will. That was on that soundtrack.
How do you know all this and you don't know the song from Space Jam is called Space Jam?
Because I forgot the title track, dummy. Hit 'em High was my favorite off of that album. Off that soundtrack.
What's an astronaut's favorite thing to put on a sandwich? Space Jam. Right off the dome, Chandler. Chandler loved it. Chandler loved that one.
I'll give you another one.
Going back to Jake Washer for a second, am I remembering correctly that he used to have Randy Orton's theme? That guy might have caught an RKO.
He's the Viper.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, very low key.
It fit him perfectly.
He can snap.
Yeah. Right.
Shirley, let's while we got nothing to do except a live radio show, go down the Space Jam soundtrack.
Yes.
What song was performed by Seal that was an older song by a classic rock group? Wait, are you looking?
No, I'm pulling bumper music.
Sorry.
I'm not looking. I wouldn't do that. Okay.
Seal performed a song that was first performed by an older classic rock group in the, I guess, 70s or so.
By
the Steve Miller Band.
TikTok.
Fly
Like an Eagle.
Fly Like an Eagle.
I forgot.
Correct.
Yeah, Seal did do that song. That was actually a topper.
Say it.
Showed up in the pop charts is what I was saying.
A topper.
I was saying top of the charts. It just came out
It was
wrong.
a top popper. Just say that next time.
Long fly ball. Long dry ball. Long dry ball.
We're not going to talk about Michael Anthony Towns. All right, Shirley,
you threw me under the bus on that one.
We all make mistakes.
Cliff, you didn't have to do that on the air.
Well, Glenn's here, though. He's an NBA guy.
Yeah, right.
So
I did.
Shirley's watching a highlight of the Brow kicking that guy in the nards.
It was Crowder.
Jay Crowder. And Shirley said, oh, man, that was the play where Michael Anthony Towns kicked that guy. You're like, wait, what?
Matt, M-A-T, Michael Anthony Towns?
Yeah, Matt.
Not Cat, not Carl Anthony Towns, but Matt.
Michael Anthony Towns. Shirley, who sang The Winner? I've never heard this song on the Space Jam soundtrack.
The Winner.
He liked to go on fantastic voyages.
No, Coolio.
Yeah, I don't remember that song.
I don't remember it either.
You mentioned Hit 'em High.
Yes, that had Method Man, LL Cool J, Busta Rhymes.
Coolio.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Coolio was on there.
This rapper from Cypress Hill.
Oh!
Be Real.
Be Real.
Be Real is correct. You mentioned For You I Will by Monica.
Yep, that was one of my favorites.
I Found My Smile Again. He must have got into the brown sugar.
Oh, my D'Angelo.
Do you like my hints? D'Angelo is correct.
D'Angelo.
Upside Down.
Oh.
Is that the song that goes upside down?
No, that's Diana Ross.
You ain't telling me.
I don't know. Maybe we should just shoot this one away.
Oh, Salt and Pepper.
Correct. Giving You All That I've Got is by Robin S. I don't know who that is. Barry White and Chris Rock had a song together.
What?
Basketball Jones.
I don't remember that one.
All of My Days by Changing Faces and Jay-Z.
I remember Changing Faces.
That was young Jay-Z.
That is, Changing Faces was a 90s R&B group.
How about this Two Princes band had a song called That's the Way I Like It, featuring Biz Markie.
Ooh.
Do you remember Two Princes?
I do.
By?
Spin Doctors.
That is correct. Buggin' was performed by Bugs Bunny. And I Turn to You was by All for One, who had... Do you remember?
Also a 90s R&B group.
So they had... Let's take a break because people are probably tired of this.
No, this is fascinating.
Early 90s, they had I Swear and I Can Love You Like That.
Yep.
But also country music people sang those songs.
Yes, John Michael Montgomery.
That was very strange to me.
Why
are we all singing the same song?
If I'm not mistaken, I Swear and I Can Love You Like, but that were both John Michael Montgomery songs.
And then these guys were like, hey, let's sing it.
They R&B'd it up.
In an R&B tone. All right, there you go. There's your Space Jam album.
The voice is probably like, what the hell is going on in Greenville? I'm ready to talk wrestling.
I do believe I have a cramp.
I tell you what, we will talk some music with Jeff Charles, along with basketball, football, hockey, baseball.
Okay, all right.
All right, we'll do that when we return. On Pirate Radio Live, we visit with the voice, Jeff Charles, when we return after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get a 2021 Sierra 1500 and save over $5,000 or 0% for 72 months. As always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Wait up. Papa John's has a new stuffed crust. Oh, we did it. We did it. All our tweets, DMs, and carrier pigeons worked. This ain't just stuffed crust. This is Papa John's crust. Stuffed.
Hey Pirate fans, order the new Epic Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza for only $12. The new Epic Stuffed Crust Pizza is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
At US Cellular, we see our customers as more than just customers. They're neighbors. When you switch to US Cellular, you can get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G for free with no hidden requirements. As a neighbor, you deserve it. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Does the idea of going to your local US Cellular store make you feel a bit uncomfortable? Tired of the hassle of waiting and wearing a mask? Let Toby Williams and his outside sales team take away that worry. They will come right to your home or office and drop your phone off on the porch or at the front desk for you. Saving you time and worry is what the team at Cellular Warehouse is all about. Call Toby today at 252-799-7051 and let them help you with all of your wireless needs. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
If you are push mowing your yard using an inefficient lawn tractor, or your current zero-turn spends more time in the shop than mowing your grass, it's time you look at a Hustler zero-turn lawnmower. Residential mowers from Hustler are built like tanks and drive like sports cars. All Hustler mowers have fabricated, welded steel decks. Don't settle on cheap units with flimsy stamped decks from big box stores. Come see Ron Ayers Motorsports. It will guide you to the right mower for your property and your budget. Find us at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Big Ed Watkins here from Ed Watkins Marine. You use the internet to shop for clothes to cars, so why not use it to shop for boats? Get your best price now at Ed Watkins Marine. We are located in Lake Norman, but we will deliver anywhere in North Carolina, from offshore center consoles and bass boats to just cruising or fishing the lakes of the intercoastal waterways. We have something for everyone. Go online now at Ed Watkins Marine and see our selection. Stick with a pirate and shop Ed Watkins Marine for all your next boats.
Come into CPW's today and take a ride with them on their Road Food Tour Seafood Edition. Make plans this month for a pit stop at CPW's and enjoy some of the best dishes the road has to offer. Start off with a rich and creamy bowl of she crab soup or the Bamonte scallops and pancetta. Try these great dishes and more this month at CPW's. And make sure to join CPW's on Tuesdays for date night. CPW's, Stanton Square across from the hospital in Greenville.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Got damage? Damage from wood rot? Fixed. Damage from smoke or fire? Fixed. Damage caused by water? Fixed. If you've got damage, use a contractor that works for you and not your insurance company. Visit fixednc.com today or call 999-0001. That's 3 9s, 3 zeros, and a 1. Fixed NC. Restore, renew, maintain. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, there is another made-for-TV golf event coming up involving Phil Mickelson, Peyton Manning. No, Phil Mickelson, Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers, Bryce, and DeChambeau. Brooks Koepka on Twitter an hour ago said, "Sorry, bro," at Aaron Rodgers, saying, "Sorry, you have to play with Bryce and DeChambeau." DeChambeau responded 15 minutes ago at Brooks Koepka, "It's nice to be living rent-free in your head."
Wow. Those two guys really don't like each other.
Harold Varner III 2 minutes ago tweeted, "Yo, Triller, we should talk. I have a good business opportunity."
Who tweeted that?
Harold Varner III.
Oh, man.
Mike Tyson has not chimed in, but he would say, "I ain't fighting with Twilla."
I ain't fighting with Twilla.
Oh, Tom Brady has been getting into it as well because he put out a meme earlier today where I believe it was Brooks. Is it Brooks that was in the front doing the interview?
Yes.
And so he put Aaron Rodgers under Brooks's face, and in the back you see Bryson walking by, and in Bryson's spot it's kicks a field goal down 7.
Oh.
Or something. The Packers kick a field goal down 7 or something like that.
Big yikes. All of this is wrestling, folks. This only confirms to me that none of this beef is real. And it's all just working the crowd.
Well, that's crazy because you don't think about that in golf. You don't think about
typically
you don't think about setting the stage in golf. You don't think about the pageant. I like it.
And we wouldn't be talking about golf.
Exactly.
I
think it's a great idea. But you know who's the villain? The villain in my eyes in this situation? Brooks Koepka. He just looks like a total douchebag, man. Can I say that on radio?
I don't know. I don't think so.
All right. Well, I'm not going to say it again. But
agree?
He is what I said he is.
I think it's like that South Park episode where they had D-bag versus turd sandwich was the election.
He's a D-bag.
And Bryson's a turd sandwich. It's like heel versus heel in this matchup. All right, moving along. We'll finally get to Jeff Charles, who's been waiting on the Fixed NC live line. We got a lot to talk about with the voice here on this Wednesday. Jeff, how you doing today?
Cliff, I'm doing great. Hope you are.
Yes, sir. Doing great. And Jeff, I said it earlier in the week, I'll never give up a first day of the NCAA tournament or a college football Saturday or NFL Sunday. But this past Sunday, one of the best, maybe more underrated sports days of the year, and also you have to throw in that the fans were back. The scene in South Carolina at the PGA Championship, Madison Square Garden was rocking with the Knicks playing a home game for the first time in a long time. You had the Hurricanes on the road in Nashville. What a scene in Nashville and in Raleigh for that playoff series. And it was great to just flip around the TV, Jeff, see some great sporting events and see those sporting events packed. It was a lot of fun to see.
Well, it feels like we're getting back to normal, doesn't it, Cliff?
Yes, sir.
Man, oh man, have we ever waited? It seems like an eternity for this, but you know, it's been well over a year now. But again, things are starting to feel like they used to feel before the pandemic, and folks are being able to get out and about without masks on, and we have lifted attendance restrictions in just about every place now in the country. So yeah, it feels great. It feels like we're back to the before pandemic days. And I watched the Knicks Atlanta game the other night, and 15,000 folks were at Madison Square Garden. Not to get on my soapbox here, Clip, but I don't know where we've come as a society when they're yelling things at Trae Young from the New York fans like they did. I don't know if I've ever seen that before or not. And, that's uncalled for, but it's still good to see all the fans back in the arenas and at the golf courses, and certainly Major League Baseball. You turn on games now, and you see really good crowds at the stadiums. So, yeah, it really does feel good.
Yeah, it may be a lesson for fans moving forward that you may not want to say such things to a guy that's going to hit the game winner and beat you in game one. Trae Young was awesome in that game, 32 points, had the game winner and had the last laugh for the Hawks on Sunday. They'll play again tonight, game 2 at the Garden. And Jeff, we'll bounce around a lot of different places while we're talking NBA. I'll ask you, how much of the playoffs have you watched, Jeff? I've been enjoying it. I'm a Damian Lillard fan, and we talked about him last week, and was happy to see him put up 2 good performances. That's a fun series with the Nuggets and the Blazers, so I've been following that. LeBron comes back and gets a win last night, so that series with the Suns is tied. Luka put in on a show for the Dallas Mavericks, and they are surprisingly up 2-0 on the Clippers. How much have you been tuned in at all, Jeff, to the NBA playoffs?
Yeah, I've been watching it, Clip. As I mentioned, I watched the entire Knicks and Hawks game the other night, and you know what is amazing? We've mentioned Trae Young. And, the Hawks get the ball last possession. Everybody in the Garden, everybody watching on TV, of course, including the players, they know he's going to get the ball.
Yeah.
And this is a guy that's, 5'11", maybe 170 pounds. And everybody knows he's going to get the last shot, and they get him the ball, and they can't stop him. I mean, that's just an amazing talent when you've got a guy that size who can dominate the game. And when the game is on the line and you know he's going to get the last shot and then he converts, it's pretty amazing. He's a great little player. I don't think he's gotten the exposure that he's probably going to get in the future, and it'd be great to see the Hawks make a good run, because I think then people would appreciate his game more, and he's only 22 years old. So, yeah, I've watched that series a lot. Looking forward to the game tonight between those two, Clip. And, we've got our Eastern North Carolina players playing for some of these other teams. Bam Adebayo playing with the Heat, of course. They took it on the chin their last time out. Montrezl Harrell from Tarboro did not play for the Lakers last night in their win. Not exactly sure what that was about. They said coach's decision in that game, but Montrezl usually plays. And then Reggie Bullock, of course, from Kinston, another player in the playoffs with the New York Knicks in that Knicks-Atlanta Hawks series. So, yeah, paying attention to the NBA playoffs. The 76ers look really good. I think they're playing again tonight. So, yeah, it's been fun. Playoff basketball in the NBA is a totally different deal. And if you love the game, like I know you do and like I do, I mean, playoff basketball in the NBA is a lot of fun.
A lot of fun to watch that, Jeff. I was locked in last night to the Carolina Hurricanes Game 5 winner over Nashville. The Canes win it in overtime, and that was we'll talk about it later on in the show, but Canes had no momentum, almost no life, despite the great crowd there at PNC Arena, and Nash's had that fantastic wraparound goal to kind of give the Canes a new lease on life in the game, and also bring that building to a full bore, if you will, for the fans, because that was a huge turnaround in that game. They win it in OT, and I've really enjoyed that series, Jeff. And as you say, playoff basketball is a different animal. Playoff hockey, I mean, there really might be nothing like it. It is at a fever pitch at all times. You can't catch your breath. And it's been fun to see both of those arenas packed, and also some great hockey on the ice.
I agree with you, Clip. Playoff hockey in the National Hockey League is just terrific. It's been that way for decades. And, some of the best games are like the 2-1 or 1-0 games that are played, in the NHL, because everybody's on the seat of their pants, and it's really fun. It's really fun to watch those low-scoring games, because, one mistake or one goal here or there can make the difference. So, yes, that's been a lot of fun. And what's really evolved over the years, Cliff, is the southern cities like Raleigh and and like Nashville, have become such hotbeds of hockey where we always thought about the Maple Leafs and the Canadiens and the Red Wings and the New York Rangers and the original six, Boston Bruins, all of those teams. And as you know, as the years have gone on, hockey has gotten bigger in the South, and it's a big deal in the Triangle. And then, of course, in Nashville, it's like the thing to do with all the country stars who turn out and are so rabid and so fired up about the Predators. It's been that way for years in Nashville. So it's really fun. I think that Nashville, Carolina series is just one of the premier series now in National Hockey League play, because it's not only the playoffs that are going on, but during the regular season, and you've got a couple southern cities, and it's really cool to watch it. So, yeah, let's see if the Canes and Rod Brindamore's team can wrap it up Thursday night. Tomorrow night they go over to Nashville and try and win that game on away ice tomorrow night. They're up 3-2 in the series, and Jordan Stahl had the big goal last night in overtime for Carolina to win it. And Clip, I'll tell you what, Rod Brindamore's done a great job, coach of the Hurricanes, hasn't he? He really has, and he's when you really look back at the Carolina Hurricanes franchise, he was always my favorite player when he played, because he was so tough and he was such a grinder. And I think he's brought that mentality as a coach to the Hurricanes, and he's been great. And the guys are just one game away from moving on now in the playoffs.
And Jeff, it is amazing. You mentioned the Canadian drought there. You got to go all the way back to 1993. The Montreal Canadiens, the last team from Canada to win the Stanley Cup. And the Maple Leafs may have something to say about that this year. They're playing great right now. But one of these southern teams, Carolina, Nashville, Florida, Tampa, are going to be in the Final Four, in the semifinals. So a chance to bring some of that redneck hockey glory back to the Stanley Cup, and we'll see what the Maple Leafs can do, kind of carrying Canada on the back potentially this year. Jeff Charles joining us on the Fixed NC Live line. Jeff, we talked to hockey, basketball. How about the scene on Sunday? I'm not a golfer. I don't enjoy watching golf on TV regularly, but I was locked into Phil Mickelson on Sunday, and then couldn't turn away from the drama there. And again, the crowd kind of pulled me in, and got a little crazy there at the end with the crowd rushing the fairway. But that was a hell of a scene there in Kiowa Island with Phil Mickelson, the old man, winning the PGA Championship.
Yeah, the old man at age 50 came through and won it. And I'm like you, Clip. I'm not a golfer, and I'm not a big golf fan, but I know a lot of people are. And my partner in crime, Cy Seymour, the Basketball Radio Network for ECU, is a golf fan. He really enjoys watching golf on the weekend. So he kind of keeps me up to date on what's going on. And just like we said earlier in the visit today, Clip, it's just great to see so many people out at sporting events again. And everybody has different tastes. I mean, for instance, some people like golf, some people don't. Some people like the NBA, some people don't. So, it's what makes the world go around. We all have different tastes. We all have different interests. And, a lot of folks really enjoy playing golf, really enjoy watching golf. And so it's just good to have that sport back like everything else.
Jeff Charles joining us. The Pirates in action as we speak, Jeff, trying to stave off elimination down in Clearwater, Florida. Took one on the chin. Man, they got run ruled yesterday by Memphis, and not what we were expecting when the Pirates headed down to Clearwater to try to win an AAC tournament championship. Jeff, they are the AAC regular season champions and hopefully have done enough to earn a regional here in Greenville beginning next weekend, but it would feel a lot better if they could win this one going on right now, Jeff. I thought going into this thing they could go 0-2 and keep a regional spot, but after seeing yesterday's performance, starting to get a little nervous about that.
Yeah, I really don't know how that's going to play out. Let's just hope they can rebound, Clip. And I hate to say this, and you and I have had this discussion before, and we have seen this movie before as far as the Pirates are concerned, having a great regular season, and then getting into a postseason conference tournament and having their problems. And, people can second-guess the pitching decisions and second-guess all kinds of coaching decisions that go into that. But you and I have talked about this before, and I have always said that first game, and this is not news to anybody, that first game in a double elimination tournament is just absolutely crucial to win that first game, and when you don't, you have to battle back out of the loser's bracket, and that's a very tough road to hoe. That's where the Pirates find themselves. Now, it's not impossible, but the odds are you're not going to win the conference championship if you lose that first game. So, again, I've been there when I was broadcasting the games. There were a number of occasions the Pirates were favored and lost that first game of the tournament, had to battle back from the loser's bracket and fell short. So the guys have their work cut out for them, no doubt about that. The bats have to come alive, and they've got to get some better pitching. It's been puzzling as to what's happened to this baseball team the last couple of weeks, but we have to keep the big picture in mind here, Clip. I mean, they've had a great season, number 9 in the country, my goodness, and all of the things they have accomplished. And, of course, as this week I know you reported on, Cliff was named the Coach of the Year, and Connor Norby the Player of the Year, and Gavin Williams the Pitcher of the Year. So many terrific players on this team, and there's still time for them. They can still right the ship, but they're going to have to get after it with this game at Cincinnati and hopefully some more games in Clearwater before the NCAA tournament next week.
Looking forward to getting a regional here in Greenville if the Pirates can take care of business, do enough, and hear their name called coming up. I guess they'll announce the regional sites coming up on Sunday, and then next Monday we will know who's playing who and where everybody will be playing in the 2021 NCAA baseball tournament. Jeff Charles joining us. Jeff, we will dissect the ECU football schedule a million times between now and September when ECU kicks off against Appalachian State at Bank of America Stadium. We are within triple digits now, 99 days away from that football game at Bank of America, which will be opened up, we learned this week. Available 100% capacity to fans. And yesterday, Jeff, Stephen Igo and I ran over some numbers, saw that DraftKings had put out the win totals for American teams in 2021. ECU's over-under for wins was 4.5. So Stephen and I started kind of dissecting things a little bit, looking at, okay, who's a gimme, what's a toss-up, what's a probably not when it comes to wins on the schedule. And, man, the first 3 games out of the gate, the non-conference schedule, so important for ECU if they want to go bowling this year with Appalachian State, South Carolina, and Marshall. Because in conference play, Jeff, at UCF, at Houston, Cincinnati at home, those, at Memphis, those are going to be tough to come by. You got a chance against South Florida, got a chance against Tulsa, Navy, and Temple. And really, those early in the season, you're going to see where you are. Now, you can get better, obviously, as the season goes on, and we saw the Pirates get better late in the year, knock off SMU. But I'm fascinated by these 3 games to start the season and to see where the Pirates stack up against these non-conference foes.
Yeah, I am too, Clip. Charleston Southern, let's face it, that should be a win. The Pirates should win that game. South Carolina, you do have them at home. They have a brand-new coach in Shane Beamer, but it is an SEC program, so we know that they're going to have good talent. And the Appalachian State and Marshall games, quite frankly, I think they're toss-ups. I think you could win both of those games, or I think you could lose both of those games, or you might split. So, there's just, I think going into this year, maybe more than other years, there are, as you and Stephen probably talked about, just a lot of toss-up kind of games.
Yeah.
And if you can find a way to win those games and maybe win a couple late and get some confidence, you might be able to go on and have a pretty decent season. But if you lose those games, it's like what we're talking about the baseball team right now. You wonder where their confidence level is. So, I say this every year, Cliff, when we have these discussions, you just have to stay healthy. And the teams that usually struggle are ones that have had a bunch of injuries. And the Pirates, again, can't afford any injuries. They have to keep their frontline guys healthy, and I think they need a couple of breaks early to give them some confidence. Obviously, they're coming off that big win over SMU, which was really big for the program, I think, in giving those guys that confidence going into this season. I mean, that first half especially last year against the Mustangs was just a terrific performance, and hopefully that will carry over to this year and the start of the season. But there are question marks, like always, on offense and also on defense with this football team. Again, I think the conditioning this summer and once we get into a preseason camp, that's going to be very, very important for these guys. And there are some guys that have been around here now for a while, Clip, and it's really time for them to step up. If this core of guys that have been together now for 3 or 4 years if they're going to be the guys that lead the resurgence back with East Carolina Pirate football, this is the year to start that. So let's hope that they can do that. It's going to be an interesting season. I think this team is capable of winning 6 games if everything breaks right and they stay away from injuries. I think anything over that would be a little bit of gravy. But we'll have to wait and see. And, of course, as we all know, 6 games now in this league will get you into a bowl game somewhere. So
yeah.
It would be nice just to go to a bowl game again and put that on your resume. There was a time when East Carolina was going to bowl games regularly, as we both know. It's been a drought now. So I think the fan base would be excited about the opportunity to support the Pirates in a bowl game anywhere. And so let's hope that can happen. I know they're working extremely hard and really like Coach Houston and what he's done with the program overall, and he's got a good assistant coaching staff. So, we'll just have to wait and see, as we always talk about, Cliff. That's why we hang around and do this, because we never know what's going to happen.
Jeff Charles joining us on the Fixed NC Live line. Jeff, you've called a ton of basketball games at Minges Coliseum. I put out a question on Twitter earlier this week. It came from when I recalled that I saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live in concert at Minges Coliseum back in the early 90s. So I asked other people, what have they seen outside of, basketball, volleyball, a sporting event, an ECU sporting event inside of Minges Coliseum? And we had a lot of WWE answers and the Globetrotters. Let's see, Def Leppard, Doobie Brothers, James Brown, the Kinks. A lot of people a tad older than me saw some really cool stuff back in the 80s. Allman Brothers, Cheap Trick, Hart, and others. I'm wondering, Jeff, and this can kind of branch out of Minges just to kind of get to know Jeff Charles a little bit. Are you a concert guy? Have you seen any musical acts either in Minges, outside of Minges? I don't know. I've never asked you about music before, I don't think, Jeff.
I am a concert guy. I am. I have missed going to concerts last summer because, as you know, we live in northern Michigan in the summer, Clip, and we usually go to a couple of concerts or more up here. And we missed that last summer, and we'll probably miss it again this summer. And all those musical acts that you mentioned, those were all before my time, too, at ECU. I came in 88, and all of those folks that you mentioned, I know I talked to a lot of people who went to school or were around Greenville in the mid to late 60s and especially into the 70s. And those music groups that you just mentioned, they were in Minges on a regular basis back in the day. And that was before I came to Greenville. But, yes, I go to concerts. Just 2 years ago, when we could go to concerts up here, I saw Hall & Oates in Grand Rapids.
Wow.
I saw the Beach Boys in Traverse City, Michigan. And 2 years ago, I saw Diana Ross in Toledo, which was a great concert.
Wow, how about that? Yeah, that's a trio of great acts there from the voice Jeff Charles, an eclectic mix, Jeff Charles, joining us on the show.
Music of all kinds, Cliff.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I really did. Yeah.
Variety is the spice of life. Jeff, usually we wrap up our segments talking a little wrestling, what's going on AEW or WWE, but today we are focused on the Straight Summer Showdown at the Sheboygan Ice Pavilion, going on Saturday, July 10th, 2021. For people that don't know what the heck I'm talking about, Jeff, tell us about it. Well, what you got going on in the wrestling world? This is really cool.
Yeah, it really is. We are in the professional wrestling business, Clip. I have a company that we started actually a year ago called Turnbuckle Promotions, and we are promoting professional wrestling shows in the Midwest. And we had plans to do it last year, and then, of course, COVID had other ideas, so we were not able to do it. And then even when we got up here in March after the Pirate basketball season, we weren't convinced that we were going to be able to do it this summer, but as attendance restrictions have lifted and we're getting back to normal, as we talked earlier in the visit today, we are going to be able to have our wrestling events here, and we're going to have the very first one, as you mentioned, on July the 10th. We have partnered, our company, Turnbuckle Promotions, has partnered with a wrestling company out of Cadillac, Michigan, UWE, Universal Wrestling Enterprises. They've been in business for 18 years, and they wrestle an independent circuit in the Midwest. They wrestle in Michigan and Illinois and Wisconsin primarily. And so we have partnered with them, contracted with them to bring a show into where we live in the summer in Sheboygan, Michigan. And there is an ice arena here in Sheboygan. In most towns in the state of Michigan, there are ice arenas. And it works out well because in a lot of them, they take up the ice clip in the summer. So the buildings are available for events. And so we have also contracted with the folks here. It's a city-owned building. And we're going to bring the wrestling show in on July the 10th to Sheboygan, Michigan. And then we're also going to promote and bring another show into Houghton Lake, Michigan, which is about an hour and 40 minutes south of Sheboygan. Sheboygan, as a geography lesson, is located on Lake Huron, way at the top of the state of Michigan. Lake Huron is where we live on. And then Houghton Lake is about an hour 40 minutes south of Sheboygan, right in the middle of the state. And we're going to have another wrestling show there. A really interesting note about the show we're going to do in Houghton Lake, Cliff, this comes from the It's a Small World type of category. When I went down and talked to the gentleman who owns the building in Houghton Lake, and he just put it up about 4 or 5 years ago, it's a small civic center there. I walked in and I had my East Carolina shirt on. And he came out and he introduced himself. He said, East Carolina. And I said, yes, sir. And he said, I am a former assistant basketball coach at Rice, and I have been to Williams Arena Minges Coliseum on a number of occasions.
Wow.
And I about fell on the floor. This is a guy that I didn't know from Adam and had walked in to see him. And he was on, you may remember, Cliff, Willis Wilson, who was the coach at Rice back in the day, and he was on Willis Wilson's staff. Well, make a long story short, he's been an assistant basketball coach at the college level, a number of different programs. But he is from Houghton Lake, Michigan. He and his dad and some investors got together, and they built this really nice little civic center. So we're going to have a show down there in August, and then, of course, a show here in Sheboygan in July. So we're
awesome.
Running the community in both Sheboygan and Houghton Lake. Cliff, they have been just incredible. We are sold out of sponsorships in Sheboygan. We have 25 sponsors lined up to sponsor this show.
Wow.
And it's been an incredible response. And I think it's because, people want to get out and they want something to do and they want to be entertained, and they've been cooped up for a year.
Yeah.
And so it's not been really that difficult to sell. When we go in and we talk to business owners, they're like, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. We want to get involved in it. So we're having a lot of fun with it.
That's really fantastic, Jeff, and I know this has been something you've been working on for a while, so can't wait to see it come to fruition with your first show there, and hopefully many, many shows after that. Jeff, just to tell you how my mind works, you say Rice basketball. Really only one name comes to mind when I think of Rice, and that's Morris Almond. Remember, Morris Almond was a great player, and I just looked him up. He was a first-round draft pick. I didn't realize that, but he was a really good player for some bad Rice teams back in the Conference USA days.
He really was, and, of course, we used to make those trips there, and it was a real small gym, but they renovated it, and it's pretty nice now. But, they went through some real tough times down there with their basketball and their football program. That's just a tough place to win.
Yeah. Jeff, always enjoy the conversation, and we'll keep it rolling next Wednesday. Talk more sports with you here on Pirate Radio Live. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk again soon, voice.
Okay, Cliff. Wishing the Pirate baseball team a lot of luck today. Hope they can pull it out.
All right, Jeff. Well, so far so good. ECU with a 5-0 lead over the Cincinnati Bearcats. Let's get a break in. We'll come back, wrap up hour number 1, and get you set for hour number 2, where we'll talk some golf, some Canes hockey, and more. More Pirate Radio Live on the way. Back with you after this.
The Tauber River Bandits are back, and this year we'll have a full season, and all fans are welcome this year. Come watch some of the best collegiate baseball around with over 20 Division I players on this active roster looking to compete at a high level. We have a family-friendly atmosphere, awesome stadium, food and drink specials, plus the coldest beer on the East. Come do something different with the family this summer with the Tarboro River Bandits. 29 home games to choose from. Tickets available at the gate or online at TarboroRiverBandits.com.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, a wave of refreshment, crafted using our unique Brew Pure process, made pure Nothing tastes like White Claw Hard Seltzer.
White Claw Hard Seltzer. Available in 5 fruit flavors, 2 grams of carbs, gluten-free, and 100 calories. Find it at whiteclaw.com. White Claw Hard Seltzer. Nothing tastes quite like it. Proudly distributed by Coastal Beverage. Please drink responsibly.
Here with Mike Mullis from Fixed NC. And Mike, you were telling me the other day, people ask you all the time, I didn't know you did that. What does that mean?
You know, anything that involves property damage repair, call us first. If it's your crawl space, you've got interior humidity issues, a water loss, your ice maker line breaks, obviously fire and smoke, everybody knows we do those. But anything that involves interior or exterior property damage, we're your repair experts.
Mike, how can everybody get in touch with you?
252-999-0001 or fixednc.com.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
If you have family coming over this summer, the last thing you want is your air conditioning to not keep the house cool. Face it, the only thing worse than an irritable mother-in-law is a sweaty mother-in-law. So call Delcor to get ready for summer. For a limited time, put no money down and get 12 months same as cash when replacing an HVAC system. Keep your mother-in-law cool. Everybody will thank you. Go to DelcorInc.com or call 252-321-8868. Delcor, the service professionals.
This is James Greenleaf, the General Manager of Delcor Heating, Coolant, and Plumbing. If you've been holding off on replacing your AC unit, I urge you to make that decision now. The factories have warned all their dealers that HVAC equipment delays will get worse as demand exceeds production capabilities this summer. Don't wait until the peak of the summer heat to get your equipment replaced. Let's get your home ready now. We have great financing options available, including same as cash, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. Call Delcor at 321-8868 or visit us at DelcorInc.com. Delcor, the service professionals.
Ahoy, mateys! To keep those cars clean, you need the Pirates Cove Fast Pass.
Greenville's original express car wash is now offering a fast pass for as low as $19.99. That's 1 pass, 4 locations, and unlimited washes. Visit us in Greenville on Fire Tower Road, Memorial Drive, and East 10th Street, and also in New Bern on Glen Burnie Road. And by popular demand, Pirates Cove on Fire Tower Road is now offering interior cleaning.
So we have you surrounded. Pirates Cove, the official car wash partner of ECU Athletics.
If you love the food at Villa Verde, and hey, who doesn't? Now Villa Verde makes it even easier for you to order takeout. Tell us about it, Jay.
If you go to myvillaverde.com, you can order online, and we'll have it ready for you to go. Plus, you can pick it up at either one of our locations. No waiting in line to pay, and no waiting at all. Just pick it up and go. With online ordering from myvillaverde.com, or from our mobile app, plus even from our Facebook page. Villa Verde, now with 2 Greenville locations to serve you. Villa Verde, a platform for good.
This is Big John Williams, strength and conditioning coach for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The best place in Greenville to unwind after work and have fun is AJ McMurphy's. AJ's has daily food and drink specials and an awesome patio, perfect for some outdoor dining. There's something for everyone every weeknight, including sports trivia with our very own Clip Rock. AJ's has live music every Friday and Saturday with no cover and brunch every Sunday. Make today an AJ's Day. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All right, been a heck of a run for the old-timers. Tom Brady, another Super Bowl. Phil Mickelson, PGA Championship. But one old-timer is hanging up the cleats. I kind of thought he had already hung up the cleats. Oh, that's because he hadn't played the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, he's had some knee problems, as you would expect a 48-year-old man to have.
48-year-old Adam Vinatieri finally officially retires today. A 4-time Super Bowl champion, only a 3-time Pro Bowler, Seems like it should have been more.
I think they rotate on kickers every year.
Probably, I guess so. 3-time first-team All-Pro, and he is one of the best all-time. Adam Vinatieri hanging it up as he played for the Colts and spent most of his time with, well, actually, played for the Colts longer than the Patriots, which is hard to believe.
Yeah.
That just means I'm getting
Well,
old.
here's the thing, Clip.
Here's the rub.
He played football for 24 years professionally, starting in 1996.
So,
congrats to Adam Vinatieri.
What a career for Adam Vinatieri. All right, wrapping up hour one, we'll get you to hour two. Mark Greenhalgh, Greeny, joining us on the other side of this timeout. We'll talk PGA Championship, the Bryson and Brooks fiasco, HV3, and more when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Cliff Godwin. Summer is here and I want to invite your son to attend Cliff Godwin Youth Camps. We will offer 3 sessions the weeks of June 28th, July 12th, and July 26th. All camps will be held at Clark LeClaire Stadium and campers will get baseball instruction from members of the 2021 ECU baseball team. Campers will also play games and each camp ends with our famous Pirate Slip and Slide. Full day and half day sessions are offered. For more information, visit cliffgodwinbaseballcamp.com. See you there. Go Pirates.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers.
Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Gray Williams from the Pitt County Pirate Club, inviting you to join us on Saturday, June 19th for our first annual Cornhole Tournament presented by Miller Lite. There will be 2 divisions to compete in, the Advanced and the Competitive. Each division will have a doubles and a singles bracket. The total payout for the tournament will be $4,800. Hurry, space is limited. Sign up today by going to Eventbrite and searching Pitt County Pirate Club Cornhole Tournament or finding us on Facebook. Go Pirates!
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
This is Dr. Phil Perdue with Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. My colleagues and I recognize how difficult this time is for everyone in our community. We continue to see patients during the week while taking precautions to keep everyone safe. Our extended care clinic is now open on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. so you can avoid the emergency department for your urgent orthopedic care. For more information, please contact us at 757-2663 or visit our website at orthoeast.com.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by GolfKnickers.com, the world's leader in traditional golf apparel. Hosts Mark Greenhalgh and Nat Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
If you wake up in the morning with a backache, feeling more tired than you did when you went to bed, you probably need a new mattress. And the best place to get that mattress is Factory Mattress. Hi, I'm Kirk Smith, General Manager. For more than 40 years, Factory Mattress has been Greenville and Wilson's local mattress dealer. We guarantee the lowest price on the area's best selection with over 50 models to choose from. No seconds or overruns. Factory Mattress offers only first quality direct from the manufacturer. Sealy Posturepedic, Beauty Rest, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. The most highly trained sales associates with over 60 years of combined experience. Same as cash financing with zero interest up to 48 months and free local delivery. face it, to have a good day, you've got to have a good night. So sleep better knowing you saved money at Factory Mattress, locally owned on Greenville Boulevard in Greenville, on Forest Hills Road in Wilson, on the web at factorymattressusa.com, and a proud member of Pirates Supporting Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Select Bank and Trust. Banking is banking until the service is not the same. Wouldn't you like to deal with a bank that is responsive to your needs, can make local decisions, and cares about you, the customer? Try Select Bank and Trust. Bank local. Bank select. SelectBank.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The best investment you can make is in yourself. Get educated and make prudent decisions about your financial future. Contact David Dom at Carolina Wealth Management today at 439-1344 for a free consultation. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you on Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. We are efforting to hook up with Mark Greenhalgh. We'll get him on the Fixed NC Live line in a moment. Also this hour, we're going to talk to Brooks Hill. He is a former Pirate Radio intern, our resident Caniac. He was at PNC Arena last night, and he was there for the overtime victory for the Hurricanes in Raleigh last night. We'll talk to Brooks later on this hour. Right now, we will head out to the Fixed NC Live line and talk to the host of the Golf Shop Radio Show, heard every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. here on Pirate Radio. Usually we talk to Greeny later in the week, but we have a best of coming up on Friday, so we wanted to get him in on this Wednesday. Greeny, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. What vacation day Friday?
It's a work/vacation day. Yeah, something like that.
I hear you. Good for you.
Hey, yeah, get them when we can, Greeny. That's for sure. Man, what a scene Sunday down at Kiowa Island in South Carolina. Phil Mickelson winning the PGA Championship. And Greeny, we talked to you last Friday on the show. You said, you were questioning, could Phil keep it up for an entire weekend? Everyone was questioning that. It wasn't easy for him on Sunday. Brooks Koepka got back in it early on. Louis Oosthuizen applied some pressure to Phil, but man, he was awesome, and it was his day. It was his tournament, and made for a heck of a scene down there on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, it was great drama. But the funny thing is, you start looking at it, and sometimes you have to win by hanging on, and that's really what Phil did. I mean, when you look at, obviously, Brooks Koepka in the final group with him, but the other four guys that were closest to Phil, so 5 including Brooks, between those 5, they were plus 17 on Sunday, and Phil shooting one over par, matched a couple of those guys. So, that's kind of what you look at, is sometimes that, I wouldn't have thought with the conditions that they had on Sunday. I mean, there was wind, but there wasn't a tremendous amount of wind. The golf course should not have played quite as difficult with the wind blowing in that direction. I never would have thought that Phil shooting one over par would win by 2 shots. I would have thought maybe if he shoots one over par, he goes into a playoff, best case scenario for him. But I kind of figured that he had to get to 8, maybe 9 under par to win the thing, but 6 ended up being good enough.
Greeny, can you compare that scene to anything else you've seen in golf where the barricade, the fairway is breached? You got fans all over the fairway. It's a sea of people. Brooks Koepka afterwards saying his surgically repaired knee got bumped and he was a little uneasy about it. And it was crazy. Have you ever seen anything like that on a golf course?
Well, if you remember when Tiger won the Tour Championship a few years ago, kind of his first win from on the comeback trail, you had a similar scene coming down 18 and with Rory McIlroy. But I think the people that, the marshals and stuff did a much better job kind of protecting Tiger and Rory in that sense. They didn't do so good a job at the Ocean Course on Sunday. I mean, I could see why Brooks might be a little upset. I mean, he's, obviously maybe like 3 or 4 months from even close being close to being 100% healthy, and now you got to fight with fans and guys are knocking you over. It's one thing when they're pulling for you because they're going to kind of take it easy on you, but everybody was clamoring to get close to Phil, and they just started knocking into people. So, kind of almost shame on the PGA of America and the PGA Championship down there for letting that happen. But you can totally understand why it did happen because Phil's a fan favorite.
No doubt about it. Talking to Mark Greenhalgh from the Golf Shop Radio Show, joining us on the Fixed NC Live Line. Mark, you mentioned Brooks Koepka. I guess beef has now spilled over into social media and Twitter as they're trading barbs back and forth. And I'm starting to feel like this is wrestling a little bit. We might be getting worked as fans. I mean, is there really a hatred between these guys? Are they playing it up a little bit? What's the truth here to this Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau beef?
It's really kind of hard to put your finger on it. I mean, we know that, Bryson had opened his mouth a little bit, and Brooks was showing him pictures of all his trophies compared to Bryson's. And I don't know, that you kind of get the sense that there is an irritation factor there between the two of them, and maybe it's more on Brooks' side than on Bryson's side. I can certainly tell you that Brooks was very irritated at a lot of the slow play that's out there, and it's kind of interesting that, he's won 4 major championships, and that's where slow play kind of rears its ugly head more than anything. So it's interesting that he wins the big events when the play's at its slowest, but he kind of got aggravated a few times about slow play because he does like to play extremely fast, and sometimes that may bother him a little bit from a wait so long and then you pull the trigger too quick and you end up hitting a bad shot. But I guess from that leaked video, I would say that definitely on the Brooks Koepka side, there's some serious, almost, I don't know if I would go as far as hate, but there's some serious disliking of Bryson going on. And when you start talking about Ryder Cup teams, now we start looking towards September going, how's this team going to get along? And what's Steve Stricker up against as he tries to manage these guys?
And Greenie, when the NCAA tournament brackets come out, the committee always likes to pair up like a former coach taking on his old team or a team from in-state that doesn't play this team in the regular season and match them up. Does the PGA take advantage of this and pair these guys up, put them together? Could you see something like that happening with the PGA?
Well, the U.S. Open is the one that kind of might do that, and I don't know. I think if it was a little bit more of a jovial back and forth, they might do it. Seeing is that we tend to have a little bit more of the anger piece of it. I'm not quite sure they would go that route, so it will be interesting to see how they do that. I mean, you do have. And it's interesting because Bryson is the defending U.S. Open champion, so a lot of times the U.S. Open champion will be paired with the U.S. Amateur champion and potentially like a Masters, a PGA, or the current, Open champion. So they'll probably go that route, so it'll give them a little bit of an out because Brooks isn't currently holding one of those titles. So it won't happen in the U.S. Open. And I doubt it will happen in the British Open. So it can happen, but it's usually for guys that have been, past champions. You'll see a lot of past champions that get grouped together. So I don't think it's going to happen this time around, but maybe in the future it could. And if this battle continues, then look for some fireworks down the road.
It will be a more jovial atmosphere in the made-for-TV event. Another golf tournament or golf outing coming up with a couple of QBs, Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers will be facing off, and it'll be Brady and Phil Mickelson versus Rodgers and Bryson DeChambeau. And I tell you what, if you're golf right now, if you are the PGA, it's a great time. You're getting all the headlines due to Phil, due to Brooks Bryson, and now they come out with this news today. What did you make of that, Greenie, when you saw that pairing, those pairings coming up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still not a fan of throwing two amateurs in there. I mean, we did. Tom Brady was really awful. I mean, outside of the one shot that he kind of holed out, the amateurs didn't exactly light it up for us. So, man, I'm sure this was already in the making, but can you imagine if it was like a Phil Bryson versus like DJ and Brooks?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be epic at that point. So, yeah, I mean, you've got Aaron Rodgers with all the stuff that's surrounding him. So certainly they're going to get a lot of headlines from it. And, the question is, are we going to kind of get the same thing where we get to see the professionals hitting some good shots and the amateurs hitting it all over the yard? So, I mean, from a charity and raising money perspective, you can't do much better than those four guys right now. But from a pure golf, perspective, it's still kind of marginal to me.
Greeny, our guy here in the East, Harold Varner III, made the cut, had a good showing, got a decent payday there at the PGA Championship. He'll be back in action beginning on Thursday morning, part of the first group that will tee off at the Charles Schwab Challenge in Fort Worth, Texas. What, if anything, are you keeping an eye on in this golf tournament coming up this weekend?
Yeah, you always look for guys that were kind of in contention, at a major the week before to see what the exhaustion level becomes for them. So you really pay attention to that. And for me, this is really an opportunity for maybe, somebody who didn't get to play in the PGA Championship licking their chops a little bit, saying, hey, all these guys are coming in. They've been beaten. They've been battered. Their game's not going to be on par because they had to hit all these flighted golf shots. And when you have to flight golf shots in the wind, you maybe modify your swing a little bit. So these guys might be licking their chops saying, man, I'm glad y'all played last week, but I'm going to try and take the trophy this week. So that's what I always look for, is kind of that major championship hangover, and looking for guys that maybe didn't have to play last week to rise to the top of the leaderboard and cash big checks.
Mark Greenhalgh, Golf Shop Radio Show, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Mark, it's the middle of the week. You still got a few days to go, but do you have your show ready to roll? Do you have it planned, or you still got some guests to add for the Golf Shop Radio Show on Saturday morning?
Yeah, we're gonna preview the Jacks tournament, the Memorial, with Larry Dornish, who is the head golf professional up there at Muirfield, and we also are going to catch up with Cam Young, who won on the Corn Ferry Tour, first-time winner. And then also, if you remember, long-hitting Ben Cook, who was one of the 20 PGA professionals that got into the event, he made the cut. He finished as the low PGA professional and won a lot of praise, especially from guys like Webb Simpson with the way that he played on Sunday. So we're going to talk to him as well.
Greeny, always enjoyed chatting with you. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Have a great show on Saturday, and we'll catch up with you again next week right here on Pirate Radio Live.
All right, thanks, Cliff. Have a good weekend.
You too. Thank you. There is Mark Greenhalgh, Greeny from the Golf Shop Radio Show, and golf taking some of the headlines right now in the sports world after what transpired Sunday at the PGA Championship. You got the bickering going on online, which I see continues even during my conversation with Greeny between Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau. So that's out there if you're interested. And we'll be keeping an eye on Harold Varner III as he competes in the Charles Schwab Challenge beginning on Thursday morning. All right, let's get a break in. We'll come back. We'll talk some Canes hockey. Can they close out this series with the pesky Nashville Predators? Canes picking up a win in Game 5 last night. Game 6 coming up on Thursday night at Bridgestone. We'll talk to Brooks Hill. He was there. Intern Brooksy will join us to give us his thoughts on the game last night, the series as a whole, and look around the Stanley Cup playoffs when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
If Jersey Mike's turkey had a resume, it would say it's 99% fat-free and raised without antibiotics. But our turkey already has its dream job at Jersey Mike's, because premium meat makes a sub above. Jersey Mike's would like to dedicate the next 3 seconds to our new grilled portobello mushroom and Swiss sub. Trust us, it tastes good too, because fresh ingredients make a sub above.
Here with Melissa from ENS Hemp Company. Melissa, tell us how your products and services can help people.
Well, for over 2.5 years, the team at ENS Hemp Company has been helping educate our community on the many benefits of our products. Our customers have seen great success dealing with everything from stress, anxiety, fatigue, pain, and PTSD, just to name a few. You can come in today and our staff can help you find the best products for your needs. You can visit us at Fire Tower Road near Sam Jones Barbecue or enshempcompany.com.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Sam Jones, and we're open and here to serve you with some of the best whole hog barbecue, chicken, turkey, ribs, and homemade sides every day for lunch and dinner. There are 3 easy ways to enjoy Sam Jones barbecue. Swing by our drive-thru window or try one of our 2 curbside takeout options by calling in your order at 689-6997 or ordering online at samjonesbbq.com. We love Eastern North Carolina, and we invite you to come by and enjoy some great tasting Sam Jones barbecue today.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Look for Sparky Snowballs location at the Food Truck Rodeo on the corner of Evans Street and Fire Tower Road, and remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. It's always sad to see a great player decline. I'll have some thoughts on a future Hall of Famer next.
The Pirate Radio Podcast.
You can't outwork us. We all have this passion for this radio station, but we also have a passion that, our names are attached to this thing, and we're not going to let this thing slip through our fingers. So I think that's really the foundation of our success, is that we work harder than anybody else.
Listen to every Pirate Radio podcast now by visiting our podcast channel and subscribing in Apple iTunes or SoundCloud. The Pirate Radio Podcast is powered by White Claw Hard Seltzer, proudly distributed by Coastal Beverage.
Miguel Cabrera of the Detroit Tigers has had a Hall of Fame career. He entered this season with an opportunity to achieve 3,000 hits and hit 500 home runs in the same season, a feat that has never been done. Sadly, Father Time at age 38 is catching up to the big guy. He's had a lot of injuries the past few years, and it has been painful to watch. The problem the Tigers have, and it is a big problem, Cabrera makes $30 million per year, and the contract runs for 3 more years. When the late owner of the Tigers, Mike Ilitch, gave Mickey an 8-year, $248 million deal, it looked good at the time. He was one of the premier players in the game. But today, he's an old ball player well past his prime who can't catch up to a fastball anymore. It is another reminder that Father Time is undefeated. Come on back again next time, and we'll visit inside the booth.
Pirate Radio.
ECU Pirates. Can't nobody do what we do. You know. That's right. All right then.
Yeah! The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Select Bank and Trust. Banking is banking until the service is not the same. Wouldn't you like to deal with a bank that is responsive to your needs, can make local decisions, and cares about you, the customer? Try Select Bank and Trust. Bank local. Bank select. SelectBank.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Villa Verde on 10th Street and Villa Verde Dos by the hospital are open for you, serving unique and healthy dishes from the Dominican Republic. Order online at myvillaverde.com or the Villa Verde app. Order a family meal that feeds 6 to 7 people, and they will have it ready for curbside pickup today. Whether it's dine-in or take-out, Villa Verde is a platform for good. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, things were looking bleak for the Canes last night in the last period, the third period, but they're able to get a goal by Ignatius on the wraparound, and then Jordan Stahl wins it. Let's hear that one more time, Shirley. In overtime, Mike Maniscalco on the call as the captain seals the deal in Game 5.
Pesci wrists one right on Saros, deflected by Stahl. Still there, he scores! The captain ends it in overtime, and he's mobbed by his teammates, and this building's going crazy!
Hey, it only took one overtime last last night. The previous two games went to double overtime, which we saw Nashville come out a winner. That was Mike Maniscalco on the call on Bally Sports. And we've broken down the Canes with Mike. We have talked to Wade Minter, the PA announcer. Another guy that comes on to break down the Canes is a former Pirate Radio intern, our resident Caniac, Brooks Hill, who was at the game last night. Brooks, it was a long one. You were there. You were screaming and yelling. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, it's just good practice for the late nights that I guess that we're going to have on Thursday, getting ready for that 9:30 start. And I guess the Hurricanes and Predators just like going to overtime because they think it pleases everybody.
It's been a really fun series. The Canes, I guess, one going away, if I recall, in Game 1. Game 2 was a low-scoring game. Canes got a couple of late goals. Since then, it's been all overtime. And the Canes had a much better regular season than Nashville, and I would think, and looking at the odds makers and what they say, the Canes are a better team. But it's looked pretty even throughout this series so far. Brooks, would you say?
Yeah, I would think so. The Hurricanes have been still favored in every single game, and I think you almost kind of have to be when you're the division champs, playing against a team that only beat you twice in the last two games of the regular season. But I think that it's been a lot closer than what a lot of people think. I truly thought this was going to be a 5-game series. I don't have any problem admitting that I was wrong. And that could be off by 1, maybe 2. But I think the Hurricanes did a great job last night, at least knowing that the series will not end for them in a bad way in Nashville.
Brooks, the goal by Natchez, the second goal last night, it almost seemed like there was no momentum for the Hurricanes. Things were disjointed. Nashville was kind of playing their style, and the commentators were saying that, John Forsland being one of those, that the Hurricanes were not playing their style of hockey because of Nashville and what they were doing defensively against Carolina. But that goal, that wraparound, it kind of came out of nowhere and just ignited the entire building and ignited the team as well. And after that and on into overtime, the Canes looked like the better team. How huge was that second goal by Natchez last night?
Oh, it was monumentous. I'm not going to lie. PNC got pretty quiet in the third period. Hurricanes, I believe, up to the Natchez goal, only had 2 shots on goal that period.
Yeah.
And a lot of the talk going around was like, this is going to happen. It's like they just came out flat in the third period when they needed to have a good third period behind by 1 going into the third at a home game. Nonetheless, the Hurricanes weren't in a whole lot of that scenario during the regular season, so you're going to really see how they were going to truly dig in and find a way to send it to overtime eventually, if not win it in regulation. That's exactly what Marty Natchez did. Nashville was doing a great job of clogging up the middle of the ice, the space between the 2 blue lines, and the Hurricanes were not getting any offensive zone time, and they were losing the board battles down low because of the way that Nashville was positioning themselves. And it's really good that someone like Marty Natchez, with his speed, is not afraid to carry the puck all the way into the zone. He caught his defender flat-footed, and in hockey, as you know, they're on skates. You can't push off when your feet are flat. You got to push off when your feet are squared up to the defender, or you're already skating in a way. So hitting that wraparound goal, perfect timing. You saw that Saros kind of sealed that post, unlike how he did when the Hurricanes were on the power play in the first period. Same exact player, thinking he was going to try to go high to the glove side, and Natchez did a little head fake and dip down into it to open it, just make sure UC Saros was all the way connected to the post. That way he could go behind the net with his speed and try the wraparound move, and it worked out.
Brooks Hill joining us. He was at PNC Arena last night. He has always been our resident Caniac, and sounds like you played in the game, Brooks, last night. What time did you get home? Did you party after the game?
Oh, no. I got home about 12:30, and, I had to talk to my dad about the same thing that I saw, the same game that he saw on television.
Yeah.
So probably shut it down at about 1 a.m.
Brooks, the captain, Jordan Stahl, getting the goal in overtime. And you're a younger fella. Your entire Canes watching life, you have pretty much seen a stall. Eric's stall was on the cover of NHL 08, which of course came out in 07. So we're talking about almost 14 years ago that game came out. So you've had a stall to root for pretty much your entire Canes watching life, right? And Jordan being the latest, and he comes through in the clutch last night.
Yeah, that is very true. Cliff, I was at the only home game in NHL history to feature all three Stahl brothers on the same line to start the game. Jared, Jordan, and Eric for the Hurricanes, and Mark Stahl when he was part of the Rangers organization. So I guess the Stahl connections run a little bit deep in my family. It's they're really good. They're all really good hockey players, and Jordan this year has elevated his game offensively. I think everybody knew that he was good at taking faceoffs and good all along the boards and his defense positioning because of how big he just truly is and how much that is an advantage. But he's gotten faster. He's seen the puck better, and he's not afraid, I guess, to swing the bat like he did last night, knock a puck out of midair, and maybe get a little bit lucky with the bounce off the ice. But
yeah,
Jordan Stahl he has raw emotion every time he scores. He thinks you might think it'd be his last goal ever. The way he screams and mouth drops to the floor, you get a loud woo in there. It's a special sight to see Jordan Stahl excel to this level, and hopefully he's getting the respect that he deserves around the National Hockey League now.
Brooks, I really love watching this. It is intense, almost too intense at times. I tweeted out a couple of games ago that as much as I rag on fouls at the end of basketball games and mound visits and all the TV timeouts in football, at least there's a chance to catch your breath. In hockey, there are no chances to catch your breath. It is super intense and a lot of fun to watch. And a lot of times, I'm not a hockey nut. I don't know what I'm watching. So correct me if I'm wrong here. I feel like, Andrei Svechnikov is a budding star in this league and for the Hurricanes, but I feel like he hadn't been invincible or anything, but it just seems like invisible, I should say. It just seems like he hasn't made much of an impact on this series. Am I wrong in saying that? What's your opinion as a hockey purist, Brooks?
You could argue that he's been invisible. He didn't now. They're playing with Aho and Teravainen now. That did not start, though it did not start that way. He was originally on the Jordan Stahl line, and it's really easy to get caught up in goals and assists and how many points you have. You could say last night he wasn't invisible on the stat sheet because he took a penalty. He took matching roughing penalties after what appeared to be boarding on the walls. I thought his gloves came off. I thought the other guy's gloves came off too, so that would be a 5-minute major for fighting. But it
looked like his gloves were off. The other guys weren't from the TV angle I saw. I don't know. It was kind of strange.
Okay. Well, I was on the other end of the ice, so it was really hard to see. I saw some gloves fly up in the air. I didn't know if they were black or navy from all the way down the other end of the rink. It's like a catch-22. It's like, obviously you want him to score every goal and get a pass from Sebastian Aho and maybe one from Dougie Hamilton all the time, but that's just unrealistic. It's not going to happen. Now, has it been a little underperforming? I would say so. I think that's a very fair point to make. But you've had other guys step up on the bottom half of the lineup to, I guess, carry his weight. And he's still going to be out there when the Hurricanes need a chance. He's still out there on the first power play unit because they know how good he can be.
Brooks, also watching the game last night, I don't really know what goalie interference is. I saw some people comparing it to the catch rule in football, to a block charge in basketball. It's very subjective. So you're in the arena. I don't know if they were showing a lot of replays in the arena. We saw it a ton of times on the television, and I know the Hurricanes faithful did not like that call where the goal was disallowed. But what was your take on that last night?
On the first instance, I thought that when they went to review it before they made the announcement, or the referee made it with his microphone, I thought they were reviewing to see if it was going to be kicked in. I knew it went off someone's skate because I saw the Hurricanes player's stick up in the air. And I was like, okay, well, they're just going to look to see if he kicked it, actually. I didn't see what anything would be goaltender interference, but 9 times out of 10, when a goal is scored and the goalie looks right back at the official and puts his hands up in the air, you're going to get either a coach's challenge or a league review. Apparently, Warren Fogle maybe touched the little blue paint in the ice, but as I think everyone saw, and whether you're on the NBC or Bally Sports broadcast, I think all the announcers kind of agreed the same, that UC Soros was interfered with, but it was Roman Josi who was in his way of when he tried to stretch across and make a save. And also that puck was going wide to begin with, so if it didn't hit someone at close to the net, whether it was a Hurricanes player or the Nashville player, it wasn't going to go in. And so you get a little odd situation like that. It was like, oh, yeah, well, you know what? Like 2 seconds ago, he was in the blue paint, but then the Nashville defender comes in and cleans Warren Fogle out and then gets in the way of his own goaltender. But since Warren Fogle was in the paint, we're goaltender interference. I don't know about that one. I truly don't.
Brooks, what about the goaltending moving forward? Alex Nedeljkovic has had a great series, man. He was awesome on Sunday. We talked to Mike Maniscalco on the show on Monday, and I said it, and Mike agreed. It was one of those where Saros and Nedeljkovic, neither one deserved to lose that game. It was fantastic goalkeeping there in that double overtime thriller. Moving forward, when do we see Peter Mrazek for the first time? Do you keep rolling with Ned starting late night on Thursday night?
I think you still go with Ned, unless he says he can go or he is too tired now. The player has the option, of course, to do that. But I don't see either Carolina or Nashville making a goaltending change, especially Nashville. At this point, I think Nedeljkovic has played great these all 5 games, truly. And when you come down to it, the Hurricanes were 2 goals away from winning the series 4-0 and not giving up 2 games in Nashville. But that's in the past, and what you have to do is look forward to the future. And Nedeljkovic has done good handling the puck. It was really great to see Nedeljkovic actually handling the puck and stopping it when it's going around the glass or the boards in person. I was in a corner section last night, so you could really see the puck come in, and you really see just how much of a little bit of a piece the goaltenders get, and the puck just goes way outside, or just how many people actually just miss the net from 10 yards away. So it was really neat to see Nedeljkovic play in person for the first time. I think what he's doing is really good. I think he's been calm, and their first goal for Nashville, I thought was batted down with a high stick. A very unlucky bounce. And then in the second period, the Hurricanes try to go 4-on-3. They leave the puck behind at the blue line, and then Nashville goes down for a 2-on-1 on an odd man. So neither one obviously are Nedeljkovic's fault. Not a lot of goals in the series have been Nedeljkovic's fault. But I think the Hurricanes are going to keep rolling with Nedeljkovic until the wheels fall off. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I would not believe we would see Peter Mrazek until at least round 2, if the Hurricanes should get there.
Ned has been fantastic for sure. Brooks Hill joining us, talking some Canes hockey. Brooks, let's go 5 seconds on each series. I'll just throw out a series, and you give us your quick thoughts. Were you surprised at all that the Bruins were able to take care of the Capitals so easily in that series, winning it 4-1?
Yes, I thought the Capitals were going to do a little bit better. I thought that Washington was actually going to win in 6. That was my pick. Unfortunately, the Capitals didn't have a good goaltending in that series. They had a lot of their backups, and I think even their 13 goalie from starting on opening night, playing some playoff games, and Evgeny Kuznetsov out. The COVID protocol was kind of hurt the Capitals, but that's the name of the game this year. Just could not get everybody back in time.
Brooks, can the Islanders close it out tonight against the Penguins, or can Pittsburgh keep this series alive?
The answer to both of those questions is yes. New York Islanders certainly have what it takes to close them out at home in Nassau Coliseum. a really good home ice advantage, but the Penguins have already won a game in Nassau this playoff series, so why can't they win another one? All of their weapons are going to be there. Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, they're pretty good in elimination games, and they know what it takes. But New York went and got some deadline acquisitions this year to help them get over the hump. They knew that eventually they were going to run into Pittsburgh. They didn't know if it was going to be the first round or the second round. So the Islanders are prepared for it, and I think the game tonight between them is going to be really good. And if it's not, I think it could go 7.
Panthers staved off elimination in Game 5 against the Lightning. What happens tonight in Game 6?
Well, I mean, I really want Florida to win because I think the Hurricanes match up better with Florida moving down the road. Unfortunately, I do think Tampa will win tonight at home. It might be a little bit closer than it was when it was 6-2 in Tampa, I believe. So I think Tampa pulls it out, but if not, and Florida does pull off the upset on the road, all bets are off when it comes to Game 7.
The Maple Leafs have taken control of their series, lost Game 1. They have been the much better team since against the Canadiens, and will they wrap it up Game 5 Thursday night?
I think they will. It's unfortunate. Montreal came out and announced that in Game 6 they were going to allow 2,500 fans for the first time. First time fans would be in attendance in a Canadian arena this season, and unfortunately I just don't think it's going to get there. I think the Canadians got lucky after the Jonathan Tavares injury in Game 1, and they just kind of grabbed the momentum in that game. But all signs point to Toronto finishing things out tonight at home.
The Connor McDavid, Mike Trout comparison can continue. Might be the best player in hockey, but certainly won't see him a lot in the postseason. How about the Jets sweeping the Oilers? Any surprise there?
Yes, a lot of surprise that it was a sweep. I think a lot of people had Winnipeg coming out of the North because they're the best all-around team with goaltending, forward, and defense. If you watched any of the Edmonton games, you realize that they don't have any scoring depth whatsoever. So if Draisaitl and McDavid aren't on the ice, they're not doing anything.
20 goals in 4 games for the Avalanche as they sweep St. Louis. Are the Avalanche the best team in hockey, Brooks?
Yes, I said that last week.
Yeah, you were right on that one. Just letting you brag a little bit. And the Wild...
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And the Wild beating the Golden Knights in Game 5 to stay alive. Do you still see Vegas coming out of that series?
I still see Vegas coming out, but I don't see them coming out tomorrow.
Okay.
I see them coming out on, what's the day? Wednesday. I see them coming out on Saturday.
And finally, Brooks, what will it take for the Canes to finally win at Bridgestone Arena? I tell you what, I'll give credit to Nashville and their fans. They have been rocking. They're going to open it up even a little more. I saw they're going to allow 14,000 plus in the arena coming up on Thursday night. So what do the Canes have to do to go in there and win in a hostile environment?
I would love to see the Hurricanes score the first goal. I think it's just, actually, off the top of my head, besides Game 2, when the Preds were shut out, I don't know if the Hurricanes have scored first in the series. And that's a very key factor when you're playing on the road, especially in the playoffs, is getting out to an early lead. Not saying it has to be, we have to get to the locker room 2-0. No, just score first. And even if you get to the locker room tied, it builds your confidence that you get on the board first, you break the ice, things are working out a little bit more your way. And you just have to believe, I guess, in your true system. I was able to listen on the radio what Rod Brind'Amour said, and said, third period, the guys just dug in, believing that the right thing is going to happen if you keep sticking to our game plan, and hopefully they can now. Nashville's going to have their back against the wall again, so we might see a new level of desperation that the Hurricanes have not seen this year.
Brooks, thank you for educating myself and the listeners on the 2021 Stanley Cup playoffs. We will hope the Canes can advance and move on, and still planning on a watch party. I'm this is how much I believe in the team, Brooks. Didn't have any plans for a first-round watch party because I know the Canes are going on a long run. So let's hope they can close this one out. We'll move forward and talk to you again soon, man.
All right, it sounds good.
There is former Pirate Radio intern Brooks Hill, our resident Caniac, joining us to talk Canes and Predators and also the rest of the Stanley Cup playoffs. I've watched a little bit outside of Carolina. I've watched just about every minute of every one of their playoff games, but seen a little bit of the Maple Leafs. They look really good, and I watched a few late nighters as well. So I'll be tuned in tonight when the Canes are off, and certainly tuned in late night on Thursday night as they will face off 9:30 against Nashville in Game 6. All right, let's take a timeout. We'll come back, wrap up hour number 2, get you set for hour number 3, where we will talk to Bryce Williams. He'll join us in the Pirate Radio studios. Also, reach out to Tony Dunn, CarolinaCatChronicles.com, talk a little NFL news, and we will make you a winner, open up the booty bag, and some Hour 3 trivia with Bryce Williams, Shirley Rhodes, and Chandler Honeycutt. It's all ahead on Pirate Radio Live. We're back after this.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttech@greenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
Guess what, Greenville? Calzones are back. Community Calzone is the only restaurant in town specializing in calzones. Choose from over 50 different calzones, or you design your own with unlimited options, including vegetarian. Community Calzone also features wings, huge salads, and more. Plus, they deliver to almost everywhere in Pitt County. Located on Greenville Boulevard next to Ashley Furniture Warehouse, they're open for lunch, dinner, and late night for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. It's Community Calzone.
In a world of fake profiles, fake tans, and fake flavors, naturally flavored Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer strives for realness. It's USDA certified organic, with no sugar or carbs, and only 80 calories. So the only thing touching your taste buds is organic, refreshing, and delicious. Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer. As real as it tastes. Enjoy responsibly. Not a low-calorie food. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer. IRC Beer. St. Louis, Missouri 63118.
A car wash experience like no other is here at the new Tommy's Express. You'll enjoy a gentle belt conveyor ride through our bright, inviting wash as luscious foams and soft cloths treat your car like new. After a final rinse, wax, and blow dry for a beautiful spot-free shine in just about 3 minutes, help yourself to our free vacuums and mat washers. We're Tommy's Express.
Tommy's Express Wash, now open on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an auto owner's independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with auto owner's insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Macon State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet. Then come find yours at Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville.
This is ECU assistant football coach Roy Tesh, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Select Bank and Trust. Banking is banking until the service is not the same. Wouldn't you like to deal with a bank that is responsive to your needs, can make local decisions, and cares about you, the customer? Try Select Bank and Trust. Bank local. Bank select. SelectBank.com. Now, back to the show.
Well, welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, the Pirates have gotten a couple of Norbombs today. Connor Norby, 2 dingers, and ECU with a 5-1 lead in Game 2 of the AAC tournament losers bracket game, elimination game against Cincinnati. So Pirates trying to stay alive and in control right now of that game. Got a good night of more college baseball. Also MLB, NBA playoffs, Stanley Cup playoffs. Chandler, let's get an update on your wacky picks last night. How did you end up going?
Not bad.
Because you hit one of them that you...
Dallas getting 20 points first.
Yeah.
And then that's it. That's all the... Well, with the weird picks that I had. But let's see. Phoenix was no chance for L.A. I kind of had a feeling that, L.A. was going to come back and be ready to roll in Game 2 after getting plummeted on Sunday against the Phoenix Suns, who've been so good this year with Chris Paul. They showed a stat, I saw it on Twitter, the win percentage when Chris Paul goes to a team. I wish I could find it and show it to you during the break. It's ridiculous what this guy does for a basketball team when it comes to wins.
That is true, but he has never been to the Western Conference Finals.
That's insane.
To a conference final.
And there's a good chance that the Phoenix Suns can do that, but they have to get by, LeBron and AD and the LA Lakers.
And then in round 2 would face, who's the 2? Are the Clippers the 2? So it would be maybe the Mavs.
No, I think Clippers are like 3 or 4.
Well, the Suns are 3.
Are
the Suns 2?
No, the Suns are 2.
Okay.
The Suns are 2 because the Lakers are 7.
Okay. So does that mean the Nuggets Blazers winner would face the Suns? Okay. All right. Sorry about that.
I think I told you during the break, but this Luka Kawhi matchup is really starting to rile me up like it did with the Donovan Mitchell Jamal Murray matchup in the bubble. What a great matchup that was last night. A high scoring game. Kawhi Leonard with 41 points, Luka Doncic with 39 points, and they were really going back and forth, and it's so great to see. And surprisingly enough, Dallas takes a 2-0 lead against the Clippers, going back to Dallas. So this should be interesting.
All right, let's get Chandler's prop of the night. You were talking about Westbrook earlier and his points. I kind of like Westbrook over 10.5 rebounds. I think he can get 11 boards.
All right, I went with Bradley Beal, 5.5 rebounds.
Okay, so we're going to rebounds.
I think that's my prop tonight. Yeah.
As far as games go, I'm going to do what I did last night. I had the Suns in Game 1. I thought the Lakers would come back and win Game 2. I was right on that. We had the Hawks in Game 1. I think I'm going to turn around and say the Knicks bounce back and make that a 1-1 series. Not super confident about it, but they're at home. If they lose this game tonight, this series is over. So they got to win. Julius Randle will play better. So I'm going to take the Knicks to beat the Hawks in game 2.
All right, I'll ride with you on that. And hopefully Madison Square Garden can get as loud as it did on Sunday. It was so great to see the Madison Square Garden get as loud as it did. When Quickly hit that 3, they just cut it to 1 in like the second quarter. That place went insane. Spike Lee was jumping up and down on courtside. It's like it's like old times again, and it's so great to see. And I mentioned before, it's not just in that sport; it's in sports all around. I think hockey's got just sports fan in general, like me, watching it just to see crowd reactions again and see crowds get into games. And last night with the Hurricanes winning in overtime, that place erupted. PNC went insane. We haven't seen that in almost 2 years. So, sports is back, and it's back with fans, and it's awesome.
And Chandler is fired up about it, and I like it. I love your enthusiasm there, Chan, man. All right, we'll see if you're fired up in hour 3 when we play some trivia. Shirley Rhodes, Bryce Williams, Chandler Honeycutt, 3-headed trivia.
Double dose of trivia for me on the show and at AJ's tonight.
8 o'clock, AJ's. Come on out. We'll have a good time. We'll be watching playoff hoops, playoff hockey, and Major League Baseball. Enjoying some awesome food. AJ's has expanded their menu, added a few new items. I got the Ragin' Cajun pasta with shrimp last week, and it was awesome.
Man.
Ragin' Cajun with chicken's great. I recommend going with the shrimp, and you can thank me later. We'll be at AJ's tonight, so come on out, have a good time, and hang out with us, watch some sports, play some sports trivia. All right, hour 3 on tap. We'll talk to Bryce Williams, Tony Dunn, trivia, booty bag. Big hour 3 on the way. We're back with you after this.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Cliff Godwin. Summer is here, and I want to invite your son to attend Cliff Godwin Youth Camps. We will offer 3 sessions the weeks of June 28th, July 12th, and July 26th. All camps will be held at Clark LeClaire Stadium, and campers will get baseball instruction from members of the 2021 ECU baseball team. Campers will also play games, and each camp ends with our famous Pirate Slip and Slide. Full day and half day sessions are offered. For more information, visit cliffgodwinbaseballcamp.com. See you there. Go Pirates.
With rates being historically low, now is the best time to buy or refinance your home. This is Talbot Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. Now is the time to take advantage of the opportunity to buy more home or refinance your current mortgage. The combination of our local team's experience and Angel Oak's wide offerings of products from standard conventional, government, and portfolio loans has something for most financial situations. For more information, call Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250 and 685-842. Equal housing lender.
At Tiebreakers, we admit we have a bit of a problem. People love our wings so much that they're starting to sell their home TVs just so they can watch all the sporting events here at Tiebreakers. Seriously, we're glad you love our hand-breaded, hand-cut boneless wings that much, but we really need you to go home at the end of the night. It's okay, we'll be here tomorrow. And when you come back, bring a friend with you. For great food, great friends, and cold beer, we'll see you at Tiebreakers. Tiebreakers, break the chain, eat local.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by GolfKnickers.com, the world's leader in traditional golf apparel. Hosts Mark Greenhalgh and Nat Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
Get more during the Memorial Day sale at Bostic Sugg Furniture. More savings, up to 15% off in every department. More selection, all the latest styles and trends for your living room, dining room, and bedroom, all at savings up to 15% off or 48 months special financing. Experience better sleep on a new Restonic mattress with queen mattresses starting at $5.99 or get two-sided starting at $7.99. Get more during the Memorial Day sale going on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
The Tarboro River Bandits are back, and this year we'll have a full season, and all fans are welcome this year. Come watch some of the best collegiate baseball around with over 20 Division I players on this active roster looking to compete at a high level. We have a family-friendly atmosphere, awesome stadium, food and drink specials, plus the coldest beer on the East. Come do something different with the family this summer with the Tarboro River Bandits. 29 home games to choose from. Tickets available at the gate or online at TarboroRiverBandits.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. Listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Keep your vehicle clean with the Pirates Cove Car Wash Fast Pass. The Fast Pass allows you to have unlimited car washes every month at every location. Pirates Cove Car Wash has locations in Greenville on 10th Street, Fire Tower Road, and Memorial Drive. Pirates Cove Car Wash, the ultimate car wash experience and the official car wash of the ECU Athletics. Now let's head back into a Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Pirate baseball going on as we speak. ECU 5-1 lead right now in that one. We got a lot of fun coming up hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live because we're going to play a little trivia in-house with Bryce Williams, Chandler Honeycutt, and Shirley Rhodes. Got that on the way later on this hour. We'll also open up the Pirate Radio booty bag and make you a winner. And we'll talk some NFL right now with Tony Dunn, CarolinaCatChronicles.com. Tony is our Friday 3 o'clock guest every week here on the show. We will have a best of coming up on Friday. So Tony joins us today on Pirate Radio Live. What's up, Tony?
Troy would be proud of you, Clip. You're getting every gift card dollar out of me.
We are milking you, squeezing out that, for everything you got, ringing you out. Tony, where do you want to start with the Canes?
Oh man, it's stressful, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a lot harder of a series than anticipated.
Yeah.
Nacious is the man.
Your guy, you called it from the beginning. I'll give you credit on that one.
He's a star, and I tell you, every time you see him going end to end, man, there's a chance something special happen. You saw, and Ned. I mean, how about this? Another thing that we kind of talked about prior to this series kicking off was them riding one hot hand the whole time, and there's been no desire to change the goalie. So that's kind of not even just for a rest or something like that. So Mrazek's over there watching, and these guys are fighting hard. They should have won. I mean, it's hard to imagine a game like Game 3 where they had so many shots on net. I mean, it felt like they just dominated all the categories. And, so difficult, but cool.
Tony Dunn joining us. Canes Predators Game 6 coming up Thursday night late. Puck drop, Tony Dunn, 9:30. So we'll be up late watching that one on Thursday night. Bryce Williams joins us inside the Pirate Radio studios. What's up, Bryce?
Hey, how you doing?
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see y'all.
We'll talk a little NFL on this Thursday. Tony Dunn on the Fixed and See Live line. Tony, wanted to talk to you about the Julio Jones deal. Bryce, did you see this earlier this week? So Shannon Sharp, great, is with Skip Bayless. Mm-hmm. They're doing a live television show. Shannon Sharp had called Julio Jones. Julio Jones called him back So Shannon Sharp answered it live on the air, put it on speakerphone. Said, "Hey, Julio, you staying in Atlanta?" And he said, "I'm out of there."
Oh, man.
He said, "You want to go to Dallas?" "No, I don't want to go to Dallas. I want to go to a winner." All this is like live on the air.
Dang.
And then at the very end, he says, "You're live, Julio." Like, he didn't know the whole time that he was live on the air.
Oh.
So I've never seen anything like this before, Tony. And I'm interested to see the fallout from Fox Sports, from Shannon Sharp and Julio's relationship as friends. Like, I don't know how all that's going to turn out, but it appears. And then shortly after this, Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter say that the Falcons have been working on a trade for a while with other teams to send Julio somewhere, get a draft pick in return. But this just points more to Julio Jones not being a Falcon once the season starts in September.
Yeah, yellow journalism at its finest, right?
Yeah.
Is that really he created a story. You didn't have a story, you made one. And you put, they're a joke anyway. You know what I mean? The show, like the idea that this just kind of verified exactly the type of show that they've had, and we've kind of been saying is Skip Bayless is the worst of the worst, it feels like. And, hey, but, it kind of worked, to be honest, is Fox has kind of tried to distance themselves from it and put a statement out saying they're not going to give away the video, but it happened, and it's on the internet. It got a ton of laughs, and I'd be interested to see how the players respond going forward with these guys and how they actually hold it against them. I mean, and will they? Is that in some ways, you're kind of like, ha, 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 I can't believe you did that. But in other ways now, you got to see if players are even going to say anything to anybody anymore now, because they don't, is that it really has implications, and it's tough. Imagine if the trade can't go through and he's got to go back to Atlanta. Imagine, they should really just trade him to Dallas for that very reason.
Since they know he doesn't want to go there. And now players control their own message more than ever with social media and everything. If they want something out, they just kind of put it out themselves and not go through the middleman of a writer or anything like that.
But they like the players, they kind of resonate. It's a lot easier for them to open up with a guy like Shannon Sharp than it is Skip Bayless or Cowherd in a way. And
it's easier for Bryce to get a quote from Shane Carden than it is from me, because y'all are buddies, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, it's one of those things.
So, I'm sure it's going to, it may have a temporary effect on Shannon Sharp's kind of, I guess, ability to court player interest and things like that. But at the same time, is like everybody knows that they're trying to be as dramatic as crap anyway. They're trying to stir the pot, and so I guarantee people still go on there and do what they got to do, and it's kind of make their appearance, but they'll probably be a little bit more guarded now. And at some point, you got to wonder: are there any implications? Like, does Fox have to try to salvage its reputation as like journalism?
But as you said, that show's reputation is already in the dumpster. And I did see like somebody say, for you journalists out there, if you think what Shannon Sharp did was right, no, you're wrong. Shannon Sharp is not a journalist. He is a former player. He's friends with these guys. He's not trying to be. It's like Charles Barkley on Inside the NBA. Like, we like him as an entertainer. He's not a writer or anything, And so I know what Shannon Sharp is, and like journalists can't get away with this thing, but Shannon Sharp as a former player definitely will be able to get away with it.
Yeah, and it really kind of shows you that we're probably a little loose with the term journalism, and these shows, and even like, hey, this moment right here is more about not us covering something, but like kind of us making or like injecting ourselves into the storylines and our opinions and our own personalities. I guess there's just not a lot of journalism out there. A lot of it is just talk shows.
That is correct. Tony, let's overreact to Panthers workouts. Is Sam Darnold the man? What'd you see this week? Anything happen?
Goofiest wave in the world. Total goofy wave everywhere he goes. And it's not just, I thought it was just one incident when he was coming into the stadium, and you're like, man, this goofball, and why is his fingers spread so far apart while he's waving?
Really breaking this thing down.
Yeah, and I found there's another picture of him on the field doing the same thing. So big giant goofball with a cannon of an arm.
Well, Bryce has giant hands, so maybe that's a good thing. Maybe he has big hands. That's good for a quarterback, right? If
But Teddy had little hands, and he had to wear the gloves, so we don't have that problem anymore. And he not turn it over. And I mean, is that you're starting to see. Look, is that there's a couple of videos that came out. DJ Moore extending for a catch, and everybody goes, "Man, at least he didn't have to run back to the ball." Like that was like the next 30 responses on Twitter. J.C. Horn with a pick. And, the first question goes, I saw someone tweet go, "We need to know who threw that."
Right.
And turns out it was T.J. Walker.
Okay, better than Darnold. That's good.
So this is how we do is we break it down to that effect, and even to the point where we look at the wave and see is that a sign of strong hands, or has he got some arthritis going on?
So these are called voluntary workouts. Is that what's going on right now?
I think they're
OTAs.
Yeah.
But they are voluntary. I've seen that. Chase Young isn't at Washington OTAs, and a lot of Aaron Rodgers isn't there at Green Bay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is Aaron Rodgers enjoying his time in Hawaii at the moment? So yeah, it is optional, but I think it's one. And I have, there's some names that we don't hear, and they don't really tell us what's going on. You just kind of glean what you can from what information you have and the non-quotes clip that you get. So the point that I'm trying to make is like Robbie Anderson. We didn't hear it. We didn't see any clips of him catching the ball. We saw DJ Moore there. We saw Christian McCaffrey. You saw some of the new rookies. J.C. Horn got a pick, and it's at one point, and everybody's like, "Look at that comeback speed," and this and that. But Terrence Marshall Jr. not there. Sounds like still kind of. One of the reasons he kind of slipped in the draft was, dealing with an injury. I think some sort of ankle injury. And so they're keeping him out, protecting him there. So, yeah, but it is nice to see some of the vets there, and they're probably supposed to be there. It would be shocking if Sam Darnold wasn't there, right?
Yeah, Bryce, do you remember OTAs? How serious do you take it? How lax is it? What do you remember about OTAs, if anything?
Oh shoot! Well, in my position, I took it serious. I think spent OTAs with a different team each time. I think so. So I was in there to learn and making it, have a good impression on the coaches. So I took it very serious. I think most of the guys overall, take it pretty serious. I mean, when I was at Arizona, Larry Fitzgerald's an OTA. So I mean, a man who's been in it for what is he on, like 14, 15?
More than that, I think,
6.
At this point.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember. He was on
16.
He was on NCAA college football like 04 cover or 03. So he's been around that long.
Yes, I mean there's a bunch of veteran guys who are 10-year plus in there that show up to OTAs. I mean definitely important to a lot of people. It's kind of weird to me to think of a guy not going to OTAs for. I couldn't, couldn't think of a reason that would be, worth not showing up.
Other than, you always see contract holdouts, but
contract holdouts or anything like that. So maybe Aaron Rodgers will, show up later after, I don't know, vacation or what.
Poor David Culley. Deshaun Watson is not at Texans OTAs.
Yeah, he's nowhere to be seen. Tony, by the way, Bryce hates the Panthers organization because they called him on draft day and said, "We're going to draft you or
a punter."
And they did neither one of those. They drafted a different tight end. So
the tight end.
Was it Simonson?
Let's see. No, what year was that, Bryce?
Ben he played at Montana State.
Was it 2016?
No, Bo Sandlin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tony, you remember that guy?
I do remember him being a rather large fella.
Yeah, he was
I remember the name. So you're telling me that they called you, said they were going to pick you or a punter, and they went with neither, and they went with a different tight end.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Did the jerks even call you?
Was it David Gettleman?
This was 2016, Tony. Who was the GM? Who was?
I don't know if it was
Gettleman.
That is
Herney or Gettleman?
It's definitely DG.
Draft would have been Gettleman. The draft would have been Gettleman. I think he was it 2017 season he was fired, right? But right before.
It was something like that.
First day of training.
I don't know if it was.
Yeah, it would have been Dave Gettleman.
Yeah, I guess it was. Would normally a scout or somebody call you like a few picks before, or does a GM call you a few picks before? How's that normally work? I really don't know. I don't remember the name. But yeah, that's what they told me. So of course I was on cloud nine, and then tight end both sailing. I was like, okay, well, thanks for
you would probably think
that down.
You would probably think your feelings would be hurt if they chose the punter over you. But no, not only did they not choose the punter, they chose another tight end position.
Chandler, we got it. Stop rubbing it in. Bryce is sensitive.
You're good.
Well, no, what I'm trying to do is make him hate the Panthers even more.
Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of them.
I'm upset about that as well, and I kind of got to take issue with this. Is that I wouldn't be calling anybody until we made the pick.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I think it was like.
What was the point of that? That's
I guess as a heads up or something. I don't know because, I mean, it was like maybe how many picks are in it? 256. I think it's like what 256.
7 rounds, 32 teams. So do the math. I don't know.
Oh gosh, don't put me on the spot.
Yeah,
whatever that. But yeah, it was like maybe like.
It was almost the next to last pick, I believe.
It was like 4 picks to go when they called me. Like, I mean, it was at the very end of the 7th round.
Well, they might have done it so you could, hey, Bryce, don't agree to any free agent deal.
Right.
We're going to pick you here.
Yeah, I mean, it was something like that because after that, but then they said, if we pick up the punter, we'll call you right after the draft for a free agent deal. And so I waited around for that while in the meantime I'm getting called. I think it was like 4 or 5 teams just bam, 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 fired back at me. And I was like, thanks. I'm waiting to see my options, waiting on the Panthers to call.
They were trying to keep you on hold in case their first date didn't answer. We have Bryce Williams in the ringer.
I guess. I don't know.
While other teams were courting you.
Oh, exactly.
But you ended up having a cup of coffee with the Panthers, right?
Yeah, I mean, a cup of coffee, and they still jack legs anyways.
Jack legs.
Yeah. So that's. Yeah,
Tony's called them worse in the past.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Tony, thanks for joining us today, man. Anything else you want to mention?
No, that's it. Oh, go watch the Teddy Bridgewater video beside Drew Lock throwing it, and you'll see Teddy Bridgewater throwing slow motion while Drew Lock throws in real speed.
Oh, leave Teddy alone.
Are they doing 2-minute drills over there in Denver?
No, they don't practice there, just like they don't practice here.
Tony, you can check out the C3 Panthers podcast every Tuesday night, even when the Hurricanes are playing. How did that go last night, Tony? Did you have an eye on the game, or did you completely ignore it while you did your show?
I ignored most of it for all the way until the end, just because I couldn't keep. Yeah, but then I put on the third period.
Yeah,
the third period and for beyond.
Tony, have a great rest of your week, a good weekend, and we'll talk to you next Friday on Pirate Radio Live.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you, man. There's Tony Dunn, CarolinaCatChronicles.com, joining us on the Fixed NC Live line. Bryce, we got to do Pirate Radio outdoors. We got to open up the booty bag, but when we return, we're going to play a little trivia with you.
Oh, gosh.
Bryce, Chandler, Shirley, one-on-one-on-one, 3-way. We've got 4 categories: NFL, ECU football, country music, and North Carolina counties.
Okay,
everybody gets one in each category.
Not 2 verse.
All right.
I'm like, okay.
That's all up your alley.
Bring it on.
We will do that when we return. Get your picks in now on who's going to win. We're back with you on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Gray Williams from the Pitt County Pirate Club, inviting you to join us on Saturday, June 19th for our first annual Cornhole Tournament presented by Miller Lite. There will be 2 divisions to compete in, the Advanced and the Competitive. Each division will have a doubles and a singles bracket. The total payout for the tournament will be $4,800. Hurry, space is limited. Sign up today by going to Eventbrite and searching Pitt County Pirate Club Cornhole Tournament or finding us on Facebook. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Ready to travel and take a trip? American Airlines has recently added more flights in and out of PGV. Book today and enjoy the friendly convenience of flying from your local airport. American Airlines, now with more flights available at PGV. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly. Here with Mike Mullis from Fixed NC. And Mike, you were telling me the other day, people ask you all the time, I didn't know you did that. What does that mean?
You know, anything that involves property damage repair, call us first. If it's your crawl space, you've got interior humidity issues, a water loss, your ice maker line breaks, obviously fire and smoke, everybody knows we do those. But anything that involves interior or exterior property damage, we're your repair experts.
Mike, how can everybody get in touch with you?
252-999-0001 or fixednc.com.
You've worked hard to start your business and are working even harder to make it successful. That's when it's most important to have a community bank and a local banker in your corner. This is Eric Clark from Select Bank and Trust. Our team of local bankers care about you, our customer, and the communities in which we all live and serve together. As the business and economic conditions of 2020 threw you many curveballs, our team at Select Bank and Trust remains steadfast in being responsive to your ever-changing needs. In 2021, choose Select Bank and Trust. Bank local, bank select, member FDIC.
Okay, let's just try not to embarrass ourselves and everything will be fine.
Yeah, sure, totally. Is that a Pepsi Wild Cherry?
Oh, no. Please, not here. Not here.
Too late.
You know something, Steve? Flavor Mania's about to run wild.
Oh, not Flavor Mania.
Pepsi Wild Cherry's about to drop a flavor suplex right into your pie hole. It's gonna hit your taste buds with a top rope elbow of flavor. It's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be refreshing. It's gonna throw your wild cherry loving brain right through the announcer's table.
Oh, I can't take you anywhere.
Flavor Mania doesn't need your permission, Steve, because the world knows that nothing is gonna get between Pepsi Wild Cherry and that flavor championship belt. Are you ready to get wild?
Oh, please don't.
Come
get
on,
wild.
Steve. I said, are you ready to get wild?
Seriously, does this always have to happen when you drink Pepsi Wild Cherry?
You better believe it, brother.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Now available in zero sugar. That's what I like.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Unfortunately, many organizations today simply react to IT issues after the damage is done. This is known as the break-fix cycle in the tech service industry. University PC Care's Business Services Division has a better way, a proactive solution called BizCare. What's at your office? Call William at University PC Care today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
Looking for a professional to take care of your commercial properties? Gallenberg Lawns is here for you because customer service is number one. Gallenberg Lawns specializes in eco-friendly landscaping design, mulch, hedging, sod installation, pine straw, tree planting, and much more. If you need landscaping help for your commercial property, call Gallenberg Lawns today for a free quote at 919-647-6193.
Gallenberg Lawns, we make it pretty.
This is Tim Doust, ECU Football Special Teams Coordinator, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Thinking of remodeling your home or business? AG's Home Solutions has been serving the remodeling needs for Eastern North Carolina since 2017. The company specializes in additions, kitchen and bath remodels, historic preservation, commercial upfitting, and new construction. AG's Home Solutions offers a full-service design center and showroom staffed with a knowledgeable sales and design consultant ready to help with any remodeling project. Visit aghomesolutions.com to get started today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Barat.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live. Bryce Williams here. Asking about the AAC tournament. Bryce, if the Pirates win today, they will play again on Friday. and then have to play Saturday and Sunday. It's not good to be in the losers bracket. It's a lot of baseball.
So they got to play Cincinnati on Friday, or is this the next team?
No, the loser of this game is eliminated. So
right, and then if
Cincinnati will be gone.
Okay, and then we play. Are we back in the bracket, or?
I mean, you're in the losers bracket the entire time trying to work back in, and it's double elimination. So if you keep winning, you're going to play a lot less games than the losers. So tough road to hoe, as they say.
Wow.
All right, tell you what, let's run a little trivia here with Bryce, Chandler, and Shirley. And I will keep score. Shirley, if a correct answer is said, you will hear this sound.
Dang.
And if a wrong answer is said, you'll hear this.
Crap.
So, dang is a good thing in this case. Crap is a bad thing. I got 4 categories. We got NFL, ECU football, North Carolina counties, and country music. So we're going to let our guest of honor, Bryce, pick first, and everybody will have one question from each category. So, Bryce, what do you want first?
I'm going to do country music.
Country music, okay. Let's see.
I wish I could remember. I think 5th grade I wrote all 100 counties out. Like I had to fill it out. I'm trying to go back to imagery and pull that picture. But
which one do I want to give you? I'm going to give you... Live Like You Were Dying was a 2004 song by this artist of the year. It won Country Music Awards Song of the Year. Tim McGraw is correct.
Live like you were dying.
It's weird to hear that dang with Bryce on the mic. So why'd you say dang? Oh, yeah, that's the right answer. All right, Bryce, you're on the board. You're on the board. All right, Shirley, we'll let you go next. What category would you like?
I suck at counties.
ECU football, NFL, country music.
I'm going to go with country music.
All right, back to country music. Shirley, 1994 Song of the Year was this song by Alan Jackson.
1994?
Oh, I know it.
Chattahoochee?
Chattahoochee is correct.
Dang. That was good.
Dang, double dang.
I didn't say dang.
Did you know it?
I was going through his songs. I know a lot of.
What else did he have?
Oh, he had Chattahoochee. He had Remember When.
Yeah.
He had Where Were You When the World Stopped Turning?
That was
after
also a Song of the Year.
Yep, because that was after 9/11.
Yeah. All right.
And that was the one that was popping into my head, but when you said 94, I was like, wait a minute, no, it hadn't happened yet. So I had to back up a little.
We'll see if I made these too easy. Chandler, you want to just wrap up the country?
I was going to follow the leader.
So. All right, this is the most recent one. I hope it's not the most difficult one. 2012 Song of the Year was Over You by this man and woman. Name that male artist and female artist that sang Over You.
Oh, man. Is it Miranda Lambert?
Yes.
Wow.
And...
Dang.
And
Blake Shelton.
Yes!
Let's go.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
I knew because they were dating at the time.
What a pull.
Dang,
did you know that, Bryce?
They got some good hard ones. They got them.
Shirley, you didn't know that, did you?
No, I did not.
That was tough.
I did not know that.
Wow.
Well done. Big dang there.
Dang.
All right, Bryce, back to you. What category do you want here?
I guess I'm going to do county.
All right. By the way, Bryce played ECU football and was in the NFL.
And he's avoiding this. He's avoiding it.
I'm going to name a city/town. You tell me what county it's in. That's easy enough.
All right. If it's okay.
All right, Bryce, we're going to go with Manio.
Oh, that's Dare County.
That is Dare County.
Dang.
That is correct.
I'm glad that's yours.
That's to my Nene. That's where she's at.
Dare.
I'm sorry?
My Nene. My dad's mom.
My Nene is there.
I call her Nene.
All right, Nene is in Dare County in Manteo. Well done, Bryce. All right, Shirley, you're up next.
Oh, my God. I'm going to go with ECU football.
All right, East Carolina University.
I'm going to suck at this.
Foosball.
I'm not going to go. I'm not going to do well in this category, I'm pretty sure.
Shirley, ECU's last bowl victory came against Ohio. Before that, who was their last bowl victory against? So ECU's last bowl victory came in. Bryce was in that game.
All right, so that was Ohio. Okay.
Before that, who was the previous bowl victory against? I'll let you think a little bit here. Can you?
Do we steal?
Nah. Because that wouldn't be fair.
Oh, I am drawing a complete. It wasn't Stanford, was it? I'm going with Stanford.
Stanford, you're going a little too far back,
Too
Shirley.
far
You're
back,
going to the 90s. That is incorrect. Who is it, Chandler?
Boise State.
It is Boise State.
Oh, God, yeah, the Chris Johnson touchdown. Oh, my God.
Pirates went on a drought, though, between them.
Ben Hartman.
07.
The Golden Toe.
Yeah.
We went 7
Yeah.
years.
Who was it that we played down in the...
And guess what?
In the Chattahoochee.
We hadn't won one since 14.
It's been 7.
This is 21.
What's happening?
Wait, we're having 2 shows here. We're having a good one over here. What are y'all talking about?
No,
You said we played down, and I said in the Chattahoochee.
What was it that the bowl that we the bowl that we played down in what was it, TD Americas or TD ECU TD?
You mean
it was down in Texas.
Gallery furniture.
Yeah,
that was like Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, but we didn't win that game, did we?
Yeah.
That was Cliff Kingsbury at quarterback.
I think they beat them. I'm pretty sure. All right, Shirley.
I get my bowls mixed up.
No, I mean that was a good guess. You had to go back, a ways, and you went a little too far back.
Yeah, I went too far back.
All right, what Bryce and I just figured out in our big brains. We got big brains in here.
Right.
They went. ECU went on a 7-year drought, 7-14 between bowl wins. They won in 14. This year's 21. We're due for another bowl win,
Right.
And it's 30 years since the Peach Bowl.
Exactly.
It's all coming
Houston's got
together.
a full team, right? Like these are all his guys.
Yes, sir.
I tell you.
I like it.
Are we on to
Click,
something?
click.
Chan,
We're
you're
on
up.
to something.
All right, let me do.
Let me do.
I'll do NFL.
All right, National Football League. Which one do I want to give you? This franchise has the most number 1 overall draft selections, most recently coming in 2012 when they drafted a quarterback.
The Colts?
The Colts is correct. Well done. They drafted Andrew Luck that year in 2012. Good job. Shirley, can I get a dang for Chandler?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Dang.
Shirley's out of it, so now she just stopped.
No, it's not that. I was just responding to something.
Bryce, you're up.
So I got EC football and NFL. I'm gonna
Humana.
I'm gonna go ahead and get NFL out of the way.
All right, Bryce, there are 4 answers here.
Oh gosh.
Name the 4 teams that have won 5 or more Super Bowls.
Steelers.
That's 1.
Patriots.
2.
Oh, there's 2 more. Dang. Dang. Steelers, Patriots.
Patriots, Steelers. Who are the other 2?
Let's see. Dang.
Wait, that's
an inadvertent dang. False dang.
I'm trying to go through the teams. I feel like a bunch of these have been a long time before my time because Patriots have their right and who's been the one? Kansas City ain't done it.
All right, I'm gonna put.
Yeah, you gotta put a time.
20 seconds on the clock.
All right, I'm just gonna throw.
So throw me 2 teams.
San Francisco.
Give me a dang.
Dang. Okay.
1 more.
Crap. Cowboys.
Dang!
Yeah.
Dang!
Give me with 4 dangs.
Shirley, dang us up over here.
Dang.
Man, that sounds
So,
good.
you know Mike Breen has the bang! It's the dang!
What a pull. Way to go.
Wow.
From way downtown.
The Cowboys was like, okay, I was like, oh, no-brainer. The 49ers was the one that I pulled out of.
And as you said, it happened before your time. When I was growing up, Niners, 80s, 90s, Cowboys, 90s. Those were, the teams that won their Super Bowls then and some previously. All right, Shirley, you're back up.
Oh man, I'm avoiding the county one by like the plague. Let me go with the NFL.
All right, tough one, Shirley.
Oh, of course.
All of these have been pretty tough, though. Bill Belichick is the longest tenured NFL head coach. Named the second longest tenured coach that was hired in 2006.
And he's currently a head coach, correct?
Yeah, you can give me a team if you can't think of his name, but name a coach or a team Longest tenured coach other than Bill Belichick in the NFL.
Mike Tomlin?
That is a great guess. He is
I was gonna
the
say that.
third longest tenured coach behind Bill Belichick and Sean Payton.
Oh!
But
crap.
That was a good guess. Mike Tomlin is right there behind him.
I wasn't even thinking. I almost said Andy Reid, but then I realized
Taylor.
Andy's not.
Yeah, he went to another.
He went to another team.
Sean Taylor was for
Sean
who?
Payton.
Sean Payton was
the
for
Saints.
Oh yeah, dang,
bro.
Oh, I meant
bro.
I meant go crap.
Yep, Chandler, you're up.
I'm gonna go ahead with counties.
All right, I'm gonna leave Shirley the. I don't know if there is an easy one, but what county is Plymouth in?
Oh, what is that?
Our neighbors to the east.
Oh man. Is it oh man.
I can see it on your face.
For sure.
Seriously.
Dang.
Nash County?
A little bit.
No, you're going the other way, I think. Shirley.
Is it
or
Pamlico?
Bryce? Nope.
No. Oh God.
I think
Plymouth?
It was Plymouth then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess Bertie.
Nah.
I told you, I suck at
Tyrell
county.
County.
It is Washington County.
Washington County. Crap.
It's all three of us got it wrong.
Washington.
All right, that brings up Bryce. Your final one will be ECU football. All right, this is easy. Why'd you leave this one last?
I guess to maybe end on a good note.
Zay Jones has changed his Raiders jersey number to the single digit he wore while playing at ECU. What number is that?
Oh, that was 7.
Easy money for Bryce.
He was what 12 for the Raiders, right?
He was
11 for the Bills. He was 12 for the Raiders. Now he's going back to 7.
He's going back to 7.
Oh, cool.
Bryce, 4 for 4. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Shirley, let's finish on a high note. What do we got left?
Counties.
Shirley, you know where Tarboro is.
Oh, yeah.
What county?
Tarboro. That's Martin County.
Oh, no.
No. Edgecombe County. Edgecombe County.
I'll give it to you. Edgecombe County is correct.
I was like, yeah, Martin and Edgecombe, they're too close together.
Nash County, Rocky Mountain, Nash.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain.
Oh,
yeah,
see,
Rocky Mountain and Nash County.
All right, well done. Chandler, what's your final one here?
ECU football.
Who is the last ECU player to rush for 1,000 yards in a season?
Ventavious Cooper.
Coop is correct.
Give the ball to Coop!
Yeah.
All right, I think as a group, we did pretty well there, but Bryce is our champion.
Jeez.
He should thank Nene.
She's a mania.
And Mania. That swung the game
That
right there.
is exactly what swung the game.
Dare County. He nailed
Them
it.
turkey tears.
And Tim McGraw. Oh, y'all killed the country music.
Country music, yeah.
I'm going to have to do it.
I know way too much country music for somebody who doesn't like country music.
I think, well, Shirley, you know all music. So that,
yeah, I
that
do.
helps
I
you out.
listen to a lot, but country music's not one of my favorite genres, but I tend to know way more about it than I should.
So we will we're in the spring summer months here where there's not a lot going on. We got Pirate baseball to talk about the next few weeks, but we're going to hit a pretty dead period. And Bryce, if you join us on Wednesdays, we might have to mix in more of this trivia. That was fun.
I enjoy trivia.
All right.
Trivia's fun.
Good. All right, Shirley Rhodes. We're all winners, but let's make a listener a winner right now.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
Oh, I just saw Chad's tweet. He says, I'm riding with Shirley.
Yeah, well, Shirley sucked.
See, 16 minutes ago, I'm riding with Shirley for the win. That didn't go well, Chad.
That's like riding with John Daly for the PGA Championship.
That tweet did not age well,
It did
Chad.
not. All right, 317-1250. What are we giving away today, Shirley?
Lunch for 2 at Tiebreakers.
All right, that sounds like a great prize, a great spot to watch a game. Hurricanes, playoffs, ECU baseball. Watch it all at Tiebreakers.
I was
Enjoy
there on
some great
Sunday
food.
enjoying some Canes hockey.
All right, what caller we looking for?
I'm going to go with caller 7.
317-1250. Caller 7 is a winner. We'll be back with more on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Guess what, Greenville? Calzones are back. Community Calzone is the only restaurant in town specializing in calzones. Choose from over 50 different calzones, or you design your own with unlimited options, including vegetarian. Community Calzone also features wings, huge salads, and more. Plus, they deliver to almost everywhere in Pitt County. Located on Greenville Boulevard next to Ashley Furniture Warehouse, they're open for lunch, dinner, and late night for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. It's Community Calzone.
Hey Pirate fans, it's time to get that yard done right with the new John Deere mower from Quality Equipment. Our premium lawn care lineup is what every homeowner needs this spring. A John Deere will change the way you mow with easy-to-use attachments, effortless steering, and intuitive controls. Right now, save up to $700 on X300, X500, and X700 series mowers. Learn more at QualityEquip.com and get quality done right. Offer ends 10/29/21. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
With Domino's Carside Delivery, you can carry out any 3-topping pizza for just $7.99 without leaving your car. So you don't have to interrupt your kid's favorite song.
And we'll all be friends just for one day.
You can interrupt this, actually.
Next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each, try Domino's Carside Delivery. Just pull up to the store, check in online, and Domino's will bring your food to you contact-free. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size. Message and data rates may apply when using Domino's Carside Delivery.
Have you stopped doing your favorite activity due to chronic aches and pains? Let Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab help. They provide regenerative injection therapy that can help with osteoarthritis, joint pain, carpal tunnel, and plantar fasciitis. Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab will help you get back into the groove. Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab, 2245 Stantonsburg Road, across from the hospital. Call 215-9294 for an appointment today.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
What the heck was that?
There goes Chuck from Naughty Dog again, so pumped about the awesome things at Naughty Dog, he runs around town screaming with excitement. Naughty Dog releases 2 to 3 beers every month, has food trucks every Friday and Saturday, wine specials every Wednesday, plenty of indoor and outdoor space to enjoy, beers to go with curbside pickup, and just launched the new Koozie Club. Be sure to ask about that on your next visit. Naughty Dog Brewing Company on Main Street in downtown Winterville, and be sure to follow Naughty Dog on Facebook and Instagram.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulp of Mexico, a huge 46-ounce lime margarita for only $6.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach.
For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville, and now available through DoorDash, featuring a half-gallon of the famous margarita mix to go for only $9.99. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hey Birdland, watch the O's take on the Cleveland Indians June 4th through the 6th at Oriole Park. The first 20,000 fans 21 and over who attend the game on Friday, June 4th will receive an Orioles floppy hat presented by Miller Lite. Great seating options are available, or check out the 5-game flex plan and pick the games that fit your schedule. Don't wait, spend your weekend at the Yard. Purchase your tickets today at the Orioles Ticket Marketplace at Orioles.com/tickets.
Pirate Radio.
We are not coming together to just be average. We want to build a program that will year in and year out compete for the American Athletic Conference Championship and compete nationally against any and everybody.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Live well, move more, and hurt less with Kinetic Physical Therapy. If you're recovering from an injury, getting back into sports, dealing with everyday pain or fatigue, then Kinetic Physical Therapy can help you get back on track and live well. Kinetic has nationally certified therapists for physical, occupational, speech, and massage therapy, all in a state-of-the-art facility on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. Visit kineticptgreenville.com for more information. And congratulations to Josh Lilly of Greenville. Picked up lunch for two at Tiebreakers. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Clip Rock, Bryce Williams, Chandler Honeycutt, Shirley Rhodes. Fun game of trivia last segment. We gotta open up Pirate Radio Outdoors/Indoors in a moment, but first we need to know how many days away we are till kicking things off at Bank of America Stadium on the new turf. It'll be the Pirates and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And our ring guy for the day, good news, watchers, he is wearing shorts, so you get to see those yams. And he's feeling a little piratey on this Wednesday. And coming through the door, Captain.
There we go.
Captain Thighs. Okay, that's a little much.
Captain Yam.
Captain Yams. Chandler Honeycutt. Whoa. I would think as a pirate on
we
the
have
high
resorted
seas,
to props.
Shirley Rhodes did a little shopping. We got props now. 99 and feeling fine.
Yeah.
Double digits. You would think a pirate on the high seas would have more of a tan.
Yeah, not so fair skinned.
Stormy seas in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh boy. Well done.
In the Queen City.
Okay, now you're creeping me out. Chandler, thank you. Shirley cut the music.
I like that.
But we're not done yet, because coming up tomorrow on Thursday, we have yet another giveaway.
Uh-oh.
And Chandler's going to come back in.
Dang.
Oh, wait. This is Senorita Shirley.
Yes.
We have an awesome Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade cooler that will be given away.
Man, oh, man.
You can put some beer in there. You can put some fish in there, Bryce.
Fish, sandwiches.
The bottle opener on the side is clutch.
A little ding. Let me see how strong.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that old dog there.
You can hit, if you get a little altercation, maybe use it as a weapon.
That's a weapon. I wouldn't, I would say a seat, but.
Got some leverage to it.
Yeah.
You can do curls with it. You can work out.
There we go.
Shirley Rhodes, Senorita Shirley.
That's nice.
Showing off the goods today.
You'd be the only one at the sandbar with one of those, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be the life of the party on the sandbar.
Yep.
That can be yours coming up Thursday. Yeah.
Peanut gallery.
I didn't know what that. I don't know what that. At first, that scared me. I thought it was a turkey.
Dang, turkey tears. All right. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Chandler, for that. Now we will find out what Bryce was up to. Now, Troy D is our Pirate Radio indoors expert. And I understand that you outdoorsmen did some indoorsing.
We did
over the weekend.
I was able to hit both areas. Yeah, of course, you guys shot down to the beach this weekend, and went fishing with Jake and actually Stuart Henson,
Jake
Geary on Really Living Charters. So, and Stuart Henson, yeah, he was my roommate, played here lineman, and then another friend of ours. And I tell you, we had a very eventful. We went offshore a little bit, about 10 miles over some reefs and whatnot, but we had a lot of burning rods, I will say. I mean, screaming. But we could never land a fish.
Ooh.
We landed two sharks, but yippity-doo.
Was there doctors around?
There was no doctors around, so we just had to deal with it, unfortunately. It was tough, but we got through it. But
so you didn't get skunked?
We didn't get skunked necessarily. We had a lot of good action.
Yeah.
I mean, like, peel and drag. I mean, screaming more than what.
What was on the other ends of those lines that you didn't bring in?
Well, we were going for king, which I'm going to call it was a king mackerel, because the way that thing was hauling butt in the water, I mean, hit it like it was a different hit or strike than anything else we were catching, which was big amberjacks.
Man.
And because them big amberjacks, they call them reef donkeys. Really, they're a strong fish. Heck, every fish in the ocean seems strong.
No offense to the other fish in the ocean.
Exactly, but we had a very eventful time. I mean, it was nice weather. Using live menhaden or pogies, whatever you want to call them, and a lot of action. Had big, probably 30-pound amberjack come surfacing, hitting the bait, but hook up, and then they dive down and cut us off in the wreck and all that. So unfortunately,
I Google every fish you say. Man, these are some big boys.
Oh yeah, they were big. They were big fish. I mean, they were right there by the boat. I mean, it was a fun time. I mean, there's nothing like hearing your drag peel off. I mean, it is awesome. And we didn't catch any fish, but we did get to go out on the boat and stuff.
Man.
That day, and then went to the sandbar, and then of course Pirate Radio indoors is more of a nighttime situation. Nighttime. I wouldn't say hunt, but more of a gathering.
It's more in season at night.
It's more in season. You get better numbers at night.
The question I've been wanting to ask all week: did Troy D get skunked? Pirate Radio indoors.
He got.
Was the rod burning?
I'm trying to think of which way to take that. Did he get skunked as far as
did he catch any
socializing with anybody else?
I'm sure he socialized.
He socialized a lot. Of course, he socialized with me. Got the picture to prove it.
Yep.
I think he sent that to y'all.
He did.
And so yeah, he didn't get skunked. He was
good.
He had every hand was full. Plenty of people to talk to. The phone
he works the room well. I would imagine.
He works the room well. I mean, I seen him go from one corner. I turn around for 1 second. Bam, he's right behind me. I mean, he's a working man. He works hard in the indoors. Socializing, and what's crazy is, it was a thick crowd. It was not an easy situation to get around in there, and but he meanders his way through there pretty good. He's a professional indoorsman.
Bryce, I know you behave when you go out because you got two things going against you. A, you're famous. You played football at ECU. A lot of people recognize you. B, you're taller than everybody else. So you stand out in multiple ways. So I know you're on your best behavior.
Oh, always. It's hard. I can't be incognito all the time. I'm good in the woods, but to be incognito indoors,
that's tough.
It's quite tough.
Yeah. He's definitely in restaurants. He's very easy to pick out because I actually bumped into him.
Where were we?
We were at Plank Road in Farmville. I was getting a salad, and all of a sudden I'm like, "Who's this tall dude that's kind of in the way?" And I look over and it's Bryce.
Yes, that was fun. So that indoor segment was good with Shirley. So
I saw him in Food Line a month ago.
Oh yeah, you did.
You can't get away from us.
No,
man.
I know Nexus Channel. I don't know where I'm gonna bump into him. I'm kind of scared.
Well,
I don't know.
You ran into me.
Probably a bathroom.
Yeah, he'll come next to me at a urinal.
Hey, Bryce.
Yeah.
No talking at the urinal.
Yeah.
Sorry, rod's burning.
You know the rules.
That's a nice watch you got there.
All right, there you go. Our indoors and outdoors
Feels
report.
good, and then hopefully I can do that.
What you got coming up?
Hopefully on the boat. Hopefully fishing this weekend. I'm hoping the weather can be good. So hopefully there's something to chat about. Probably, if not outdoors, it'll be maybe some indoors.
All right,
so we'll see.
Good stuff. Bryce Williams joining us on the inside the Pirate Radio studios. We will take our final time out, come back, get ready to wrap up Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday, and get you ready for Thursday's show. We're back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get a 2021 Cadillac XT6 and save over $4,750. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
If Jersey Mike's turkey had a resume, it would say it's 99% fat-free and raised without antibiotics. But our turkey already has its dream job at Jersey Mike's, because premium meat makes a sub above. Jersey Mike's would like to dedicate the next 3 seconds to our new grilled portobello mushroom and Swiss sub. Trust us, it tastes good too, because fresh ingredients make a sub above.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Cliff Godwin. Summer is here and I want to invite your son to attend Cliff Godwin Youth Camps. We will offer 3 sessions the weeks of June 28th, July 12th, and July 26th. All camps will be held at Clark LeClaire Stadium, and campers will get baseball instruction from members of the 2021 ECU baseball team. Campers will also play games, and each camp ends with our famous Pirate Slip and Slide. Full day and half day sessions are offered. For more information, visit cliffgodwinbaseballcamp.com. See you there. Go Pirates.
E&S Hemp Company in Winterville is your premier CBD store. At E&S Hemp Company, they have helped hundreds of people just like you get relief from joint pain, anxiety, insomnia, and more by providing you the highest quality of CBD products available. E&S Hemp Company has a great selection of only the safest, purest, and most beneficial hemp-infused products available, from honey, tea, coffee, candles, and more. E&S Hemp Company, Fire Tower Road in Winterville, and online at eshempcompany.com.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Ahoy, mateys! To keep those cars clean, you need the Pirates Cove Fast Pass.
Greenville's original express car wash is now offering a fast pass for as low as $19.99. That's 1 pass, 4 locations, and unlimited washes. Visit us in Greenville on Fire Tower Road, Memorial Drive, and East 10th Street, and also in New Bern on Glen Burnie Road. And by popular demand, Pirates Cove on Fire Tower Road is now offering interior cleaning.
So we have you surrounded. Pirates Cove, the official car wash partner of ECU Athletics.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
If you are push mowing your yard using an inefficient lawn tractor, or your current zero-turn spends more time in the shop than mowing your grass, it's time you look at a Hustler zero-turn lawnmower. Residential mowers from Hustler are built like tanks and drive like sports cars. All Hustler mowers have fabricated, welded steel decks. Don't settle on cheap units with flimsy stamped decks from big box stores. Come see Ron Ayers Motorsports. It will guide you to the right mower for your property and your budget. Find us at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville.
This is Coach Blake Carroll, defense coordinator for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a look at your stock market report for today. The Dow was up 10 points. It closed at 34,323. The NASDAQ was up 80 at 13,738. S&P was ahead at 7. at $4,195. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, so Cincinnati decided to score 5 runs in about 15 seconds, and it is 11-6. That escalated
What the heck
quickly.
happened?
We had a ball go off Worrell's glove in center field that scored 2. The next pitch went over the left field wall to score 3.
Well, that escalated quite quickly, actually.
What did you say?
Escalated.
Quite quickly.
Before that.
Escalated.
Okay.
Oh.
Why?
Check the tape. It sounded a little...
Escalated.
It sounded like Joe Namath saying struggling.
Struggling.
So, Pirates up 11-6. This Bud Light EC report brought to you by Bud Light. It reminds Pirate fans to stay in the game. Drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. ECU looking to win here. Move on to play again on Friday. And we are 99 days away from kickoff. ECU taking on Appalachian State. Also, today's victory, if the Pirates can close this thing out, should solidify them for a
What inning
regional
are they
in
in?
Greenville. They're
Top of the
only in the 6th.
Oh, boy.
It feels like this thing is going on forever. It started at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, yeah, I'm about to say.
But we're leaving. The game's going to continue, but we're out of here. Bryce, enjoyed it, man. Thanks for coming.
It's already. Dang, I got caught up watching that. Think we were keep on rolling.
Congratulations on your trivia win.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
Good job by Shirley and Chandler as well. And we will see you fine folks Thursday, 3 o'clock on an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio,